All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you guys are having a great day today. Today we're going to be unlocking level 1000 for one of my viewers' accounts. This is going to be awesome. I've never unlocked level 1000 before, so hopefully this should be a lot of fun. We got Kill of the Revenge. We got Nick Cully is in here like immediately. We got Hussein. We got Young Ice, Visual Gamer, You Waste, Rez, Lexus, Isaac, Neon Cat, Dr. Pepper, Mr. Pepper. We got Peanut, Mason, Dylan, Gizmo, Cowwolf, Sean, Lexus, Pyro, Pro Gamer, Optic Fab, Black Panther, Levy, Kimberly, Little Jared, Steven, Chris, Justin, Eric, Rainbow, Amber, Jane. God damn it, I can't read the chat fast enough. Welcome to the stream, guys. Appreciate all of you guys kicking it with me here today in the beautiful afternoon. So today, guys, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be unlocking a level 1000. This is something that I've never done before in any of my live streams. Yo, what's up, Ocean? Welcome to the stream, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Comes in and says, I'm famous. God damn it, Ocean. Yo, Ocean, did your G Fuel thing arrive? Yeah, that's right. I saw your video, actually. Mine just arrived today. It's downstairs. I haven't opened it up yet, but I'm pretty excited to get into it. What's up, Tonto? How you doing today, man? What's up, EO at? How you doing today? Crick, what's up, Zan, man? How you doing today? Zombie Burger, what's going on? Gaming with Isaiah. How you doing today? Crick, what's up, Ninja? How you doing today? Young Ice. I mean, I love you. Dismo, I love you too, man. I seriously love you too, dude. Are you guys all chilling in Discord right now? I think you guys were all in the... Yeah, you guys are all chilling in Discord. Say hi to Krusty for me. What's up, The Tickler? How you doing today, man? Your backpack is lost in the mail. Damn, dude, that's... Yo, you know what? I actually don't even have a backpack yet. I don't even think they sent you a new one. Damn, dude. I asked for one. They never got back to me. The guy's actually egoing me on, no, I'm just kidding. He's not egoing me, but he's not responding to me on Skype, which sucks, so I don't know. What's up, Jason Kennedy? What's up, Owen? How you doing today? Jace, Luke Hughes, Texan, Abdullah. Welcome to the stream. What's up, Raph? How you doing today? Rob. What's up, Callum? Abdullah. Adarty said hello to you. Ryan, Kobe, T11 Music. All right. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Like I said, for the millionth time, what we're going to be doing is unlocking level 1000 here in Black Ops 3. Yo, shout out to Joe. I forgot to turn off notifications for this guy's account. So we're going to go ahead and do that really quickly because I don't want you guys spamming hello throughout the entire stream to yourselves. As fun as that would be. Okay. So I think the first step, one of the things that I really want to do for this guy, I don't know if he already has it yet, but I'm wondering if this guy does not have a nuked out, I really want to try and get one for him. And he does already have a nuked out. Damn it, man. I was kind of hoping that for level 1000 we could go and get him his first nuked out, but he already has one. So good for him. He has not reset his stats yet. And I don't know what this other Dark Ops challenge is, but there's two Dark Ops challenges he has not completed yet. We'll still probably end up trying to go for a nuked out for this guy just because nuked outs are really fun. I haven't gone for one in an extremely long time, and nuked outs are always like a blast to go for. I'm kind of in the mood right now to grind for some nuked outs. I don't know if you guys are, but we should definitely go ahead and try to do that. So I'm going to set up a class setup here really quickly. I'm going to appear offline. We're going to go into some free-for-all matches and see what we can do. Try to get a nuked out for this guy. The person whose account that I'm on right now, his Twitter is in the description below. Go drop him a follow. Say what's up. Say thank you for letting Hennis hop on your account today. I really appreciate it. This is, like I said, guys, this is also my first time unlocking Master Prestige for anybody in Black Ops 3, which is pretty cool. How you doing today, Jason? What's up, Joshua? How you doing today, David? Too many games. What's up, man? Your awesome tactical turn. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. You're so awesome. Thank you, dude. Ice Traps. What's up? All right, so I'm going to change up this guy's class setup. I want, you know, because we're going to be going for a nuke. Does this guy have every DLC weapon? Oh, no, he's missing the KVK. Missing the DIY. Imagine if the KVK and the DIY are the only two he's missing. And he is missing the M19. He's missing the Max GL. He has every melee weapon and every ballistic weapon. So what is that? Like 3 or 4 DLC weapons he's missing? So yeah, the 1, 2, and then 3, 4. Okay, yeah, so there are 4 DLC weapons he's missing. That's not too bad. This guy's really, really close to getting every DLC weapon. That is pretty dope. If only, you know, hopefully this guy took advantage of the big box bundle when it was available, when it was an actual thing. All right, so like I said, did I think actually just freeze, man? Come on. Come on, Treyarch. What you doing to me out here? Okay. Let's go to M8A7. We're just going to rock with this. Let's throw on a couple of good attachments here that we're going to want. And like I said, we're going to try to go for some nuked outs for this guy. So I want Afterburner. We're going to want Fast Hands. We're going to want Scavenger. What's up, Skilled? How you doing today, man? By the way, guys, for those of you who are just tuning into the stream now, like I was promising you guys earlier, we are actually going to have a giveaway in today's live stream. This is going to be the first time we're ever going to be doing a giveaway. We're going to be doing it at the end of today's live stream. All of you guys that have been working really hard to rank up those coins in the stream from the ProBot, you guys will be able to put those coins to use today and hopefully get yourself a nice little gift card. We're going to be giving away one gift card, and it is going to be at the end of today's live stream. So if you guys are brand new to the stream, you want to make sure you can enter into that giveaway. Make sure you stay till the end. Rank up a ton of those coins. I think it's going to cost 100 coins to actually enter into the giveaway. It's going to cost 100 coins to enter into it. So it is going to be a $20 gift card. It's going to go to one lucky person in the stream. I don't know exactly. I don't want to decide just yet if it's going to be Xbox, PSN, Steam, or Amazon, or iTunes, or whatever. Just simply because I want to be able to let the viewer decide what they want. So whenever, you know, wherever we figure out who actually wins the giveaway, I'm going to either get their Twitter or I'm going to PM them on YouTube and just be like, hey, which gift card do you want? They're going to say, oh, I play on Xbox. I really want an Xbox gift card. And then we'll kind of go from there. It'd be kind of stupid if I went and bought a PSN gift card and then the person who wins doesn't even have a PSN. So that's essentially how that's going to work. But I'll be in communication with the person who actually wins the giveaway. Hopefully either through Twitter. Twitter would be ideally best just because I like communicating with people through Twitter. Or it would end up being over... or it ended up being over YouTube PMs, which would kind of suck because those aren't really fun to use, but yeah. And if you guys live out of the country too, I may just have to PayPal you guys money too if you don't live inside the United States. But anyways, let's leave that all aside for right now. We're going to have Quick Draw. I guess we're going to have on Quick Draw and ELO on our M8A7 here because we need to have all those other attachments. This guy's got a lot of the camos too, damn. I'm going to rock with the Cherry Fizz camo. We want Dead Silence, Awareness, Scavenger, Fast Hands, and Afterburner as our perks. And then for streaks, let's run UAV, Hater, and Power Core. And then for specials, we honestly should be running, what do we want? Kinetic Armor, I guess. We have 300 viewers right now. You guys are amazing. Thank you very much for tuning into the stream. You guys are fantastic. If you guys are new and enjoying, or if you're just tuning in now, drop a like. I would appreciate it. You guys already know what's up. And let's hop right into it. So this is going to be my first game on for today. I don't know exactly how we're going to do, but obviously we'll give it our best shot here. Hopefully we don't get Exodus for the entire day. That would kind of suck. So we got UAV, Hater, and Power Core on. Get a pink sock now. Guys, I got to get a pink sock, literally. You guys have been pestering me for that for so long. I'm definitely going to end up getting a pink sock sometime soon, guys. Don't you worry. You know what weapon I was having a lot of fun with yesterday? The Kuda with Quick Draw, Suppressor, and Fast Mag. But I think we're just going to have on Quick Draw, Suppressor. I'm going to set up just another class setup here for Nuked Outs, I guess. Just so we can have like an additional... class setup on. We'll put on Awareness and Dead Silence, like I said. If the music is too loud for you guys, by the way, let me know and I can turn it up or turn it down. Zombie stream last night was lit. It was pretty lit, man. I'm not gonna lie. Zombie streams are always lit, though. They're always lit. What's up, Team 1 at Play? How you doing today, man? What's up, Steven? Can you play with subs? Yeah, once we hit level 1,000, I'll probably be messing around with subs. You guys can see we're level 999. So I really want to get this guy nuked out just simply because I haven't gotten a nuked out in a very long time. And it'll be fun to get, you know, a nuked out to unlock level 1,000. So we'll see. Is it too loud? Michael says it's too loud. I can go ahead and turn it down for you guys a little bit if it is a little too loud. I'll turn it down just a wee bit over here. Suppressed Kuda is sick. It really is. It really is. Music is perfecto. Okay, we turn it down a little bit in case it isn't, but we'll leave it at that. Sorry I missed the stream last night. No worries, man. We will have another late night zombie stream tonight. Unfortunately, there won't be a giveaway in that stream, but we are going to be doing a giveaway in this one. In order to be entered into that giveaway, you guys do have to be subscribed, and you guys do have to drop a like on the live stream, so make sure you're subscribed. I really appreciate it. Still too loud? Nah, you're trolling me. It's good. Sorry, I haven't been here. M'd-up. No worries. No worries at all. What's my Snapchat? Yeah, you guys were absolutely killing my Snapchat last night. I think we have over 300 views on our Snapchat story, which is actually pretty dope. If you guys don't have me added on Snapchat, my Snapchat is RealProHennis. You guys can check out all my social media in the description. Let me see how many views my story has as of right now. We took a selfie last night during the live stream, which is actually pretty fun. I do add everybody back on Snapchat as well, guys. So if you want to add me on Snapchat, feel free. We have 400 views in a Snapchat. Damn, that's actually pretty dope. 400 views, like on a Snapchat story. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Use the Peacekeeper? Maybe. Possibly. I haven't used the Peacekeeper in a very long time, but that might be kind of fun to go ahead and mess around with. I miss the zombie streams because I live in England. Sad face. Damn, bro, that sucks. Well, you know what? The good news is I do upload all the stream highlights, you know, the streams that we do, or at least I take the interesting parts and upload them to my channel sort of as a public new video, so you guys can go ahead and check out whatever cool map we beat the previous night or whatever, and kind of see what's going on. Okay. So let's see how this goes, guys. Let's see how this goes. I'm a little nervous, not gonna lie. I really kind of feel like I should have on the Kuda right now, but it's a-okay. How do I miss those shots? I absolutely hate people that run concussions and stuff, man. It's absolutely terrible. Cherry Fizz is dope. Cherry Fizz is dope, man. I'm hoping that the camo's going to give us a little bit of good luck. Is there no game sound? There's no game audio? Bro. That pisses me off. Is there seriously no game audio? All right, guys, I'm going to restart the stream here really quickly. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, the game audio should be there. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Literally, it's going to take less than 10 seconds. I'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we should be back. Everyone type 1 in the chat once we're actually back in the stream. Let me know once you guys can hear everything and see everything. Just type 1 in the chat. We should be good. Hopefully, there's game audio right now. Like I said, it was literally going to take less than 10 seconds, but we should be good. That was quick. It was very quick. Very quick. Very fast. We are now back. Quick as hell. Hopefully, there's game audio now. Can you guys hear any of that stuff? Type 3 in the chat if you guys can hear game audio. Type 3 in the chat if you guys can hear game audio. We may not be able to tell until we hop into a game, but I'm hoping to dear God there is going to be game audio. If there's not, I do have a little bit of a quick fix we can try, but I think we're going to be good. 3, game audio is working now. Perfect. Wonderful. That's what we like to hear. Nice, nice, nice. Sometimes all it takes is just a quick restart of OBS. That's all it takes. OBS is just bugging out a little bit, needs a bit of a restart, and then we should be good. Beautiful. What's up, Chrome? How you doing today, man? What's up, Quick Scopes? How you doing today? Penny Pen. What's going on? Cade, how you doing today? Thomas, Josh, Bros, Isaac Beast, what's up, homie? Welcome to the stream, my man. All right, perfect. It would be kind of weird. Music is too loud. I'm not trolling. Is the music too loud, guys? Type 1 in the chat if the music is too loud. Type 1 in the chat if the music is too loud. And if I should turn it down a little bit. Or type 2 if it's fine. 1 if it's too loud, 2 if it's fine. What's up, Black? How you doing today, man? What's up, King? How you doing today? Edward. What's up, Jason? Jason Kennedy. Is it too loud? Type 1 in the chat if it's too loud. Type 2 if it's fine. You guys are all typing 2? Yeah, I'm assuming it's fine. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure there are people who are just trolling me in here. Yo, Colefine coming in with that $2 super chat. I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much for that donation. It means a lot, homie. Hopefully that should come up on screen right here below the 4 most recent subs. There it is. Colefine with a $2 super chat. Can we get a Cole spam in the chat, guys? I'm sorry, I've asked you guys to spam like 20 things in the last 30 seconds. But Cole, appreciate it, homie. You're an absolute god. Stupid computers. That's what I'm saying, Tickler. Hey, dude, I just subbed. Awesome, awesome live stream. Awesome. Yo, thank you. What is your name? Let me get your username here. Your boy Tristan. I like that username. Thank you, man. And thank you for the Cole spams as well. You guys are fantastic. If you guys are new to my stream, every single time someone donates, we always spam their name in the chat. They deserve it. Always spam their name. Do we already have 200 likes on the live stream? Let me go ahead and let me check this here real quick. We literally have had 10 people add me on Snapchat in the last 3 seconds, which is pretty dope. How many likes do we have, guys? 222 likes already? Guys, we just started streaming. Ooh.
Tango
Okay.
down.
One of my messier kills. That is for sure. I really do not like this area at all. Ooh.
Enemy FO down.
I'm gonna choke it! That sucks so bad. What's up, Ethan? How you doing today? Heather, welcome back to the live stream. What's up, Optic Fab? Dude, I literally just gotta... I just gotta relax. I just have to relax. We gotta have to get on a map that I'm used to. I'm playing too weird right now. I'm playing too weird. What kind of phone do I have? I have an iPhone 6s. I don't want to upgrade to the iPhone 7 because the iPhone 7 doesn't have a headphone jack. And if I were to count the amount of times I use a headphone jack on a daily basis, it would be like, I'm always using a headphone jack. Like, always. There's never a time, really, when I'm not using the headphone jack. Like, when I'm listening to music, when I'm in the car. Like, it's headphones... The fact that Apple thought it was a good idea, I totally get that everything's sort of moving towards this whole digital thing, and, like, you know, everything's gonna be wireless, Bluetooth, but, like, nothing beats, like, a hardwired connection, guys, alright? Nothing beats a hardwired connection. What's up, Mimic? How you doing today, Ice Traps? You see what I'm doing here? Nothing beats a hardwired connection. Are you trying to get a nuked out? Yes, we are trying to get a nuked out right now. Are you trying to get a nuclear? We're trying. We're trying. It has a converter. I understand it has a converter, but in order to get the converter, you have to buy an adapter that plugs into the bottom of your phone. That, like, plugs into, like, this thing, right? Like your power adapter thing. No one wants to... No, that's so dumb. Why wouldn't you just have a headphone jack? Apple just screwing up, man. We'll try with the M8 here. All right, let's play smart. You guys ready for this? Nuked out right here. First attempt for a level 1000. I'm not going to choke. It's not happening. How? How? What? Okay, we're just going to assume that that didn't happen right there, and we're just going to move on with our lives. Maybe I need high caliber on this thing. I don't know. Or maybe the Kuda is the weapon we got to go with. I don't know. What's up, Jez joined? How you doing today, Yusuf? Welcome to the stream, man. I'm so bad. How? Heinous! Okay, nice little lock on right there. I'll take that. What's up, Gamer Quack? How you doing today, buddy?
Tango down.
Wait, was there a guy right there? No, okay, there wasn't. Alright, like I said, guys, just gonna take a little bit of warm-up here today. He's about to flank right there. I'm calling it. 110%. What's up, Micah? How you doing today? Welcome to the stream. How can I put 2 bursts into somebody and not have them die? I don't understand that. That absolutely makes 0 sense. Rip in the chat. Ooh, he's using the HLX. Okay. He's using the Dismo class setup. If we stay camping back here, like, we're definitely gonna die.
UAV ready for tasking.
I like the UAV. I like it. I like it.
Sensors will capture your objective. UAV MTO, 50% check.
Tango down.
How?
UAV power level 5%.
Enemy.
He lasered me, bro. He lasered me. Ooh, I almost just swallowed an ice cube. I should turn the game audio down a bit. All right, I'll turn it down a wee little bit here. Hopefully that's not too low for you guys. Damn it, dude. He, like... What do coins do? Yeah, so if you guys are new to the live stream, there's a bot in my stream called the Pro Bot, and this is pretty interesting. You guys are going to want to hear this, okay? I'm not lying. The Pro Bot, it's a bot in my live stream that awards you guys with 10 coins every 10 minutes you watch my stream. And the idea is that you guys can use these coins to enter into raffles that will actually allow you to win prizes within my stream, such as gift cards, COD points. We'll be giving away World War II beta codes around the holidays. We'll do big giveaways like consoles, games, all that good stuff. And the only way you can earn these coins is simply by watching the stream and being active in the chat. So like I said, the Pro Bot awards you guys with 10 coins every 10 minutes you're in the stream. And we're going to hold one of these giveaways at the end of every single month. What's today? The 31st of July. That's the end of a month. At the end of this live stream, we will be doing a giveaway. And we're going to be giving away a $20 gift card, which is going to be amazing. And I'll explain the rules and how to enter and all that at the end of today's live stream when we're wrapping it up. So make sure you guys don't go anywhere. Stay till the end of the stream. It's about to be lit. Okay. Nuked out on Skyjacked. This guy's right in the corner.
Be advised, hostile counter UAV is online.
Don't choke. I got you, homie. Got you, homie. That map's just too small. It's not my fault. Are we at level 1000 yet? No, not quite yet. I kind of want to get it nuked out to unlock level 1000, although it's also possible with the small amount of score we'll get, like with 1 kill in one of these upcoming free-for-alls, we could get it, but anyways. It's possible. Highly unlikely, but it is possible. The aim is a little bit off right now, guys. Like I said, it's just going to take a little bit of a warm-up, and we should be good. Andrew Villeda says, "You very handsome." Thank you, man. I appreciate the kind words. Seriously, bro. Touches my heart. This map actually looks lit. This lobby? This lobby looks like it has a lot of low levels in it. Like a lot of them. Do I add people on Snapchat? Yes, Elite XP. I do add everybody back on Snapchat, man. What $20 gift card? That's the beauty of this, man. Whoever wins the giveaway, once I get in contact with them, whether that's through Instagram DMs or YouTube PMs or Twitter DMs, hopefully ideally Twitter DMs, you guys will actually tell me what gift card you want to win. Because, you know, I don't want to give away an Xbox gift card and then find out that the person who wins only plays on PlayStation. So that's sort of, you know, I'm going to let the winner decide what gift card they want. Look at this lobby. Guys, look at this lobby. This lobby is literally elite. We just can't play stupid.
Ah! Smoke check. Smoke checked.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little nervous right now.
Threat neutralized.
I don't like this spot.
Be advised, hostile UAV incoming.
Shoot. Dude! That was the guy that had the UAV, wasn't it? Yeah, that was him. God damn it. Well played. GG. So close to 100K. We're so close to 100K, man. Very, very close. If you guys are enjoying the stream so far, you're enjoying watching me choke some nuked outs, drop a like and drop a sub. You can watch choked nuked outs all day over here on the channel. What's up, Faded? How you doing today, man? That guy literally lasered me. It's not interesting, though. The last 2 times... Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm not... No. This may actually be... I think... Can you guys... If people are session joining me right now, I swear to God. I swear to God, I'm going to be so pissed. I'm appearing offline. Because this is not cool. Then he pulls out the hive. Well, yeah, exactly, right? He pulls out... Yeah. That's the type of people we're going up against, man. I swear. It's those types of people. First time watching you. Whoa, Liam, welcome to the stream. Use the camo? We are using the camo, man. We're using the God camo. Yes, I want to appear offline. Reset his level 1000. Guys, I'm a YouTuber, alright? I'm not, like, evil. Oops. Let's just... I know we're appearing offline, but just for safety's sake, I'm going to go all the way there. We're literally one person in our party max. Offline on PSN. Don't session join me, por favor. We're getting splash. Okay, this is good. I'm actually, like... I'm not going to lie. We've actually been, like, one off getting a nuked out here on Splash, so hopefully we'll be able to get it. What's up, Killa? How you doing today, man? Welcome to the stream. Roblox meme guy, welcome. Wait, hold on. Someone said Hannah talks Spanish. Hola, me llamo Pro Hennis. Como estás? Stream chat. Sorry, I'm late. No worries, Swaggy Potato. Alright, this lot. See, guys? We're getting in these golden lobbies. If we choke more of these nuked outs,
Enemy down.
I'ma be triggered.
They're gone.
I hear him. He's like right below me. He's got a breckie, man. Are you joking me?
Clean kill.
I should have on C4. Why am I not running C4?
Tango down.
Establish perimeter at 10,000 feet, AGL. UAV MTL 50% check.
Threat neutralized.
I hate this game. You stupid, you need C4? Alright, bro, we'll throw on C4. We'll throw on C4. God damn it, man. What's up, KS for Cool? How you doing today? What's up, Dark Knight? What's up, Mr. Turn Up God? How you doing today? What's up, Owl Squad? Can I talk Arabic? No, I cannot. I know un poco español, senor. Andrew, what's up? Who loves tacos? Raise his hand. Play hardcore, you noob? Listen, Ocean, I don't need your sass right now, bro. Ocean thinks he's all hot shit because he's like got a verified checkmark now. Wow, 90K for real, Sneak Texas. I know, man, it's crazy. Just kidding, Ocean. I love you. What if I donate $20? If you donate me $20, I will get you 7 nuked outs. Just kidding. Please don't do that because I cannot do that. What's up, S Beats? How you doing today, man? Level 1000 yet? No, not yet, but we have to throw on. So what are we getting rid of here? What are we running that we don't need? Quick draw, suppressor. Let's try run. I don't want to take off an attachment though. Perk 2 greed, perk 3 greed. What do we want to take off? Take off afterburner? No, we can't take off afterburner. What's up, Orias? How you doing today, man? Wait, what did the Ocean say? This checkmark is sexy. It is sexy, man. I'm not blaming you. Awareness, dead silence. Let's get rid of dead silence, I guess. We'll take that off and we'll throw on C4, and then we'll also throw on we could throw on a sight, I guess, but that's stupid, right? We don't want to do that. 9K more for real. Oh, dude, I'm so hyped. I am so ready to hit it, man. You have no idea. We'll take out dead silence, I guess. I don't know, guys. I feel like awareness is more important than dead silence. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I feel like just for the way I've been playing, I kind of feel like that's what's going to be beneficial. And then we'll throw on high caliber on this setup as well. We don't have a camo on this one. Let's go ahead and throw on the Cherry Fizz camo. True. And then we'll top back into. Okay, so Ocean's telling me to play hardcore. All right, Ocean, for you, man, we'll play hardcore. 91,200 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. Can we get a 91.2K hype in the chat? I would appreciate it very much. If you guys are new to the channel, drop a like, drop a sub. I would really appreciate it. When you guys do subscribe, you'll see your names pop up right below my face cam. You can see the 4 most recent subscribers down there. And you'll also see the live YouTube sub count go up in the lower right-hand corner. I love how there's a space between the 1 and the comma. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, yeah, I know, right? I don't know why that's there. Because I'm literally just grabbing that from a website. Like, I'm literally just grabbing that number from a web page that shows live YouTube sub count, so. Don't play hardcore? Watch me. Watch me play hardcore. What's up, Chris? How you doing today? What's up, Savs Legend? How you doing today? Dylan, Emilio, the random dirt bike guy. Welcome to the stream. We have 500 people watching me right now. Snow, 91.2K is insane. It is insane, Snow. You're an absolute god, dude. Rush Clan is my YouTube. Bro, this guy does have Rush in his clan tag. Is this guy actually in Rush? I don't know. He seems good. I mean, if you're level 1000, you're decent at the game at least, so. Maybe he is in Rush. I'm not really sure. All right, let's hope we don't choke this. 6 shots, Hennis. 6 shots, dude. Where is he? I don't know. No worries. Wow, Rush, that brings back memories. Yeah, for real, man. Where's the long barrel? Why would I run long barrel on an assault rifle? Like, hello? Don't choke, Hennis. Guys, we're going to choke, all right? I'm just telling you. Hey, I'm new to your channel. What's up, Trap Hand Z? Welcome to the stream, man. Play court. Good call, Optic Fab. Good call. Ocean, if you're still watching, we're never playing hardcore again. Hennis, why? Guys, I'm not doing this on purpose. Okay, we got Breach. Breach is a good map. I've gotten nuked outs on Breach before. We're going to rock with the Kuda setup. Hopefully we don't choke. First time watching you and you're amazing. Thank you, Liam Young. I recognize your username, though. I feel like you've been in here before. Yo, best YouTuber. Love your vids, bro. Thank you, the random uploader. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate it a ton. What about fast mags? I don't really... No, I don't think fast mags is going to be too important. I don't think it's going to be too important. Long barrel gives you less hit markers. Yeah, but I don't know. At the same time, I kind of feel like... I don't know. Hennis, how much do I need to donate for mod? $1 trillion. What's up, Crick? How you doing today, man? Owen donates €1. That's a euro. Yeah, it's a euro. €1. Thank you very much, Owen, for that €1 donation. There it is, coming up on screen right there. I appreciate that. Can we get an Owen spam in the chat? Believe it or not, E-O-G-H-A-N is pronounced as Owen. So, Owen, appreciate that donation, homie. Thank you very much. Raise my G Fuel. Use code Hennis for 10% off. How you doing today, Jake? What's up, Nick? Hey, Hennis, I'm new to your channel. Naxus, welcome to the stream. If you guys are new, be sure to introduce yourselves in the stream. Say hello. Say what's up. Make sure you guys also go ahead, drop a like on the stream. I think last time I checked, we already had 200 likes on the stream, and we're not even 20 minutes into it, so you guys are already killing it. Make sure you guys are all subscribed. If you're new, drop a like, drop a sub. I would appreciate it. Why are you looking like a snack? Ethan, I have no idea what that even means, dude. How can a person look like a snack? You're old, Solvita? Well, that's all right. My channel welcomes people of all ages. We are family friendly out here. Hi, Hennis. What's up, Carlos? How you doing today, man? What's up, Alan? How you doing today, Rez? What's up, Lexus? How you doing today, Loker? What's up, Dylan? Do a G Fuel giveaway? I should. I really should. Your supply drop opening is awesome, dude. I haven't done that. Dude wants. I haven't done a supply drop opening in a very long time. Maybe he does, Ocean. Maybe. Okay. Wait, where are we right now? Okay, yeah, I know where we are. All right, 520 people watching me right now. Let's try not to choke it. Everybody drop a like, drop a sub, and you guys will win free candy. How you doing today, Owls? Welcome to the stream, McGay. Ah! Okay, well, we haven't gotten a kill yet, so technically that doesn't count. What's up, Postal Bike? How you doing today, homie? I freaking love you, dude. Ha! Get wrecked, noob! Excuse me.
Spectre down.
Be advised, hostile UAV is coming.
How does he already get a UAV, man? That's so
Reaper kill.
dumb! Oh, couldn't jump up. I bet he's running ghosts.
Smoke check. Good effect.
UAV priority request received. Rerouting.
Kinetic armor good to go.
Hostile UAV spotted.
Infantry neutralized.
We hit level 1000? We did. Level 1000 hype, boys. I'm sorry, I'm just concentrating right now. Level 1000 hype. Oh, and I appreciate your dono, homie. I'll read it in a sec.
Good effect. Overwatch killed.
Power cord on standby.
Ooh.
Enemy down. Power cord deployed.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Outrider KIA. Overwatch killed. Enemy down.
UAV on standby.
Authorizing UAV release.
In the turn, Sentinel capture your objective.
Shut out.
UAV energy level at 50%. UAV power level 5%.
Force or splash.
Nope. No, dude.
Power cord has been destroyed.
We're on 20. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna get it nuked out to unlock this level 1000. So we just gotta quit the game and hopefully that won't save. Damn it, bro. I heard the guy coming up from behind me and I turned around. I shouldn't have reloaded right there. That was my issue. If I hadn't reloaded, I had that guy. That was my issue. I reloaded. What's up, Marshall? How you doing today, man? Yeah, we're gonna close out. We're gonna close out. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Yo, you guys can spam all the L's and the rips you want in the chat. We're getting this. We are 100% getting this. That wasn't, like, I didn't, like, honestly, I see some people typing I needed fast mag in the chat. Fast mag was not my issue there. It's because I tried to reload when I didn't need to. If I hadn't reloaded right there, I had that guy 110%. Can you check my dono? Yes. Oh, and I will check your donation here, man, really quickly. Let me bring that up. Oh, and I appreciate your dono, homie, though. Seriously, my hands are literally, like, shaking right now. My hands are literally shaking. Damn, bro. Ah. I wanted the nuked out there so bad. We're going to get it, though. We're going to get at least one this live stream, so I'm not too worried. Like I said, though, earlier, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you go ahead, drop a like, drop a sub. I would really appreciate it. If you guys are new to the channel, when you subscribe, you'll see your names pop up right here below my face cam, and you'll see the live sub count go up in the lower right-hand corner as well. Oh, and let me check your dono here real quick. Someone drop $100. Yeah, okay. Owen says, yo, so Owen says, Hennis, I'm 6 off. You're 600. Oh, you're 60 off 1,000. I would be saving, but ... I'm 60 off 1,000. You're 60 off 1,000. You would be saving. Are you talking about subs? I should be saving. Wait, you're 60 off 1,000 as in like $1,000? That's what it sounds like when you say that. I don't know what you mean by that though. What's up, Naxus? How you doing today, man? Didn't count. It didn't count, man. Yeah, exactly. It didn't count. It says you're level 999. Why? It's because, so we hit level 1,000 in that game, right? In that game that we were going for that nuked out. But we want to get a nuked out to unlock level 1,000. So because we didn't get the level 1,000, we quit our game. So that way the settings, the level doesn't get saved. We quit our game and we load back in. Now we should be good. I didn't have enough space to write. 1,000 subs. You're up. Oh, you're 60 off 1,000 subs. Okay. I didn't know. I didn't get what you meant by saving though. That was what was confusing me. Okay, hopping back in another free for all, guys. Let's get it. What's up, TG Flexin? How you doing today, man? How much XP left? I don't know, but we know that as soon as we get a nuked out, that'll be a level 1,000 now. So I don't know exactly how much XP there is left, but we know we're gonna hit level 1,000 in this game right now. If we get a nuked out. If we get a nuked out. Saving my money, LMA. Bro, that's what I thought you were saying. Well, you said 60 off 1,000. I'm saving, to be honest, or something like that. And that's what was confusing me because, like, how do you save subs? Like, what does that even mean? What's up, Abdullah? How you doing today? Xerix. What's up, Zevo? How you doing today? Branny. What's up, Sven? How you doing today? Mohammed. Jason. You have oh, I thought you said I have 0 skill. You have 0 skill, Marco. Bro, I bet a little bit of practice, man, you can get it. You got this. Thank you, Ethan. What's up, Tactical Turn? Tactical Turn always coming in with the motivation. I appreciate it. Check my Snapchat. Guys, there's literally like a bajillion people sending me Snapchats right now. There's no way I'm checking all of them. I subbed. Thank you very much, Peyton. I appreciate it. What's up, I am? How you doing today? Can I play with you? Yo, Luke, I'm going to be playing solos for right now. Once I get it nuked out, then I will be back and I will play with yours.
Free for all.
Don't put yourself in a corner. Like, while we're playing? Well, yeah, of course, but, like, be smart. All right, this lobby looks mad easy. This lobby looks mad good. We just got to play smart. Honestly, what's going to kill us is if we, like, I don't know, we just don't want to be too aggressive, you know what I'm saying? What's up, Fearless Wolf? Kill of Revenge. Welcome to the stream, guys.
Ruined.
Here, guys. Shoot, man. I heard his footsteps, bro. Damn it. That was a good lobby, too. That was a good lobby. What's up? Nuked out hype, bro. We're gonna get one this stream. We're absolutely gonna get one. Let him concentrate. I'm trying my best, guys. I'm trying my best. You guys can type all you want in the chat, but you're just gonna jinx yourself. Yeah, I'm literally gonna jinx myself. What's up, Christy? How you doing today, man? That was honestly the game. That was honestly the game. Heptic, thank you very much for the sub. I do appreciate it. If you guys are new to the stream, drop a like, drop a sub. On the road to 10,000 or 100,000 subscribers. When you guys subscribe, you'll see your names pop up right here below my face cam. You can see the 4 most recent subscribers down there right now. And you'll see the live sub count go up in the lower right-hand corner as well. The shout-outs, your names appearing down here are a way for me to sort of shout you guys out, those of you guys that want to support me. What happened? We died, Josiah. You don't need to read our comments? All right, yeah, I know Tactical Turn. I know. But, like, I don't know. Especially when I'm on sort of, like, the beginning part of the streak there. I can look at chat just because nothing's really too important. Yo, this lobby looks like booty cheeks, bro. This lobby actually looks like AIDS, dude. Look at all these bastard prestiges that are in here. How you doing today, Gracie? All right, let's get this. Nuked out right now to unlock level 1,000. There's master. Yo, there's level 1000, guys. Level 1000 hype in the chat. Let's get it. Literally our second kill. Holy crap. So, we're like mad close right now. I gotta use my C4 here. If I don't, I'm a Dumbo. Shoot.
Pop it downgraded. EKIA.
Point of return. Sensors have captured objective.
Profit kill.
Midway. UAV fuel check complete.
I don't know where this guy went.
UAV priority request received. Rerouting.
Hennis!
Online.
You can't be aiming like that, bro. No, 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 no.
Kinetic armor discharge.
This guy just go. He died, right? Hopefully.
Drop.
I hate not having a hater, bro. Holy Jesus. 2 more kills.
She's gone.
Can't see.
EKIA. Spectre smoked.
Hostile UAV spotted.
No! Why did I peek that head glitch, bro?
Nomad wait.
I don't see. He had a, look at that aim, bro. That's what I'm talking about, man. Ah. RIP L's in the chat. We got the hater. We had the power core, but like, damn. What's up, DP Mars? How you doing today, man? What camo is that? This is Cherry Fizz camo, my dude. Cherry Fizz camo. What's up, Lexus? How you doing today? What's up, Visual Gamer? What's up, Sig? You're a god, bros. I'm trying out here, man. I'm doing my best, dudes. Sheesh. I just got your notification. Divine, YouTube notifications are just messed up right now, man, honestly. Yo, Breach, please. Breach, Breach, Breach. Yes, 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 yes. I love Breach. Hopefully you're not a god. Damn it. I bet you're a free-for-all tryhard, too, aren't you? Where do I check game modes? Alright, well, hey, you know what? He's got a good KD, but let's not let that deter us. Yeah, no, he's going to beat us 110%. We'll give it a shot, though. What's up, rolling in the thunder? Oh, no, 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 no. I think the level 1000 saved, guys. The level 1000 saved because we quit the match. Because we forgot to quit. I didn't restart app, so the level 1000 is still going to be there. It's too late now. It's too late now. It doesn't matter. It's saved. Ha! Ah, dude, come on. It's saved, dude. There's nothing we can do, right? Is there nothing we can do? I wasn't thinking. I just wasn't thinking. What's up, Typical Gamer? How you doing today, Josh? It's alright. You know what? We can still get the nuked out and title it Unlocking Nuked Out for level 1000. I guess. Reset. Yeah, reset his stats. Fresh start. That'll do it. I'm not going to reset his stats, guys. No, 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 no. I'm not restarting this guy. The whole point of this stream was to get the guy level 1000. I'm not resetting his stats. What's up, Wildcat? How you doing today, man? It's going to save, bro. We're going to go back in. It's going to save. What if it didn't, though? But it's saved. But what if it didn't? But it definitely did. But what if it didn't? What's up, Nick? How you doing today, Jacob? What's up, Purple? How you doing today, the random dirt bike guy? Just kidding. What's up, NL? I subbed, liked, and turned on notifications. Cody, you're a god, man. I appreciate it. Oh. Oh. Never in my life have I been so disappointed to see a level 1000. Never in my life have I been so disappointed. Well, congratulations, bro. You hit level 1000. Let's go get you that nuked out now, buddy. He already has a nuked out on his account, but let's get him a nuked out just for the fun of it. Just for the fun of it. LMA Hunnis, you should grab my account level 1000 because BO3 triggers me way too much. Nah, you're not even close to level 1000 though, aren't you? It's okay, Hennis. Just take more L's, honestly, at this point. I can just take as many L's as I want. It doesn't matter anymore. What's up, Typical Ray? How you doing today, man? You have notifications on as well? Naxus, you're a god. Thank you very much. Just get the nuke. Yeah, we're going to get the nuke 100%, and then I will be playing with viewers today as well, which would be a lot of fun. So, we could title it Choking a Nuked Out for unlocking nuked out. Nuked out to unlock level 1000 choke. That might do well in terms of views. I don't know. What's up, Malzy? How you doing today? Hey, Hannes, I need to ask you something later on Steam. All right, bro. Sounds good. You're 567. That's semi-close. Bro, I'm not grinding your account from level 567 to 1000. That's not happening. There's no way in hell. Mask, you're subbed and turned on notifications. Thank you. So are you, Kyler. I appreciate it. So is Joe. If you guys don't have notifications turned on for the channel yet, click that little bell icon right below the video player next to my channel name. Screenshot it. Tweet it at me over on Twitter, and I'll follow you guys back. I follow back all my notification squad members. You know who we need in this stream? We need Korean in here. K3 needs to pull through. His presence in this stream will allow me to get a nuked out. Although he actually had some... He didn't really have that much luck getting nuked outs the other day when he was live streaming for 4 hours trying to get 4 nuked outs. I thought you loved me, Hennis. Bro, I don't love you enough to grind, like, what was that, 433 levels? I'm not doing that. Absolutely not. That would take me way too long. How do you level up faster? Play good. Hope that helps. Nah, in all honesty, though, play objective-based game modes. That helps out a lot. Thanks for the shout-out. I got you, Kyler. Thanks for turning on notifications.
You're free to engage.
This is the map, chat. I'm telling you. Breach is the map.
Cleaner gone.
Press the wrong button.
Assault unit down.
Oh, get wrecked. That was really sloppy. I don't know how I survived all that, in all honesty.
Demo KIA.
In the turn, sensors are capture your objective.
Tango down.
Midway, UAV fuel check complete. UAV priority request received. Rerouting.
I think it took centuries to start.
Can you not talk, please? Thank you. We're 5 off our hater, bro. How are we not closer than that? Yo, what's up, R-Tier? How you doing today, homie?
Defensive systems online.
Oh, no. Oh. Should we challenge him? We needed to get that kill. That was worth it.
Armor down. Clean kill. Yes. Cleaner gone.
No, he rippered me. No. Camping like a noob, bro. I'm not camping like a noob. We're playing tactically. Excuse me. What's up, KS? For cool. I'll be back in a sec. Going to make coffee. Want one, my man? Yeah. Yo, dude. Actually, I don't drink coffee, so get me like some G Fuel. Use code Hennis for 10% off when you order it. By the way, GG's. What's up, Igor? Haha, no life, dude. He rippered me, man. Yeah, please mute your mic. Thank you. Stop it! Stop it. Why do people have such horrible microphones? My lord. Oh, yes. Please vote aquarium. No, I take it back. Vote aquarium. Please vote aquarium. Vote aquarium. Do it. We get gauntlet, dude. That's my luck. Ha! Guys, stop saying no game raid. We're not getting raided by no game. Relax. No game is not raiding us. Can you show us your stats? These aren't my stats, bro. This is somebody else's account who I'm on right now. Dude, I don't want to play on Gauntlet. I don't want to play on Gauntlet. I don't want to play on Gauntlet. I don't want to play. Okay, we'll play on Gauntlet. You don't drink coffee? Never tried G Fuel? I got a can of Monster, if that's alright. I don't drink Monster either. But no, I don't drink coffee. I made a shirt that says Hennis. Heather, if you actually made a shirt that says Hennis, please take a picture of it and tweet it at me, and we will make it an official line of merch for my channel, for my brand. That's so bad that he rippered you, dude. I'm just pissed. What's the song that's playing? This song is called Limitless by Electronomia. Limitless, it's the NCS release. You got this, Hennis. Thank you, Purple. You're my favorite YouTuber. Thank you, Peyton. Monster's disgusting. I'm just not a huge fan of, like, energy drinks in total. I know G Fuel is technically an energy drink, but it's not like, it's healthy. You know what I'm saying? You don't drink Monster either. I have some liquid diabetes. I love me some liquid diabetes. Only one a week though. Yeah, it's true. It's good to limit yourself. Like, not have so much of it is what I'm saying. Alright, this map is absolute AIDS, but let's give it a shot. Nuked out for this level 1000. I'm praying to dear God that the Kuda will pull through. This map is actually horrible. Like, on so many levels, this map is really, really bad. If we drop a nuked out on this map, I want everybody to drop a like on this video. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on those post notifications. And follow me on Twitter, at ProHennis. Follow my Instagram. I'm just going to plug everything here while I wait to get my hater. This is a really horrible place to be right now.
EKIA.
That aim though, Hennis, that was dope, dude. I hear it. You stole my kill, nerd! This map is so terrible. I like absolutely know zero about the layout of this map either. This guy's already 8-2, man. Can you mute yourself, please? I don't know which one of you guys that was, but this guy's gonna get a hater, and once he gets a hater, it's all over. Why am I swapping weapons? Thank God you had a sniper.
EKIA.
We're 4-0, man. Come on. We need something to go in. We need to go to the middle of the map, honestly. But if I go to the middle of the map, I'm going to die. I don't want to die, obviously. Let's try pushing this way. This is like a hide-and-seek paradise over here, bro. Can you blend in so easily around here? I actually didn't see him in the corner. Holy Lord, did he spawn right there? I don't know. Maybe.
Midway, UAV fuel check complete.
Shut out. Ruin KIA.
UAV priority request received. Rerouting.
It's already. I gotta use my C4. I just realized that. I'm not using C4 at all. This map is so freaking huge, though. I don't even know where to put it. Oh, no! He's just right there, man. He's just chilling. He's just chilling. When will I be at level 1,000? We're already at level 1,000, man. We already hit it. How old am I? 19 years old. What's up, Sniper Brad? How you doing today, dude? Your Wi-Fi is literally a potato. Jason, that is unfortunate, man. You got to upgrade to that Google Fiber. What's up, OMG? It's Savage. How you doing today, Mind Pig? Ladies and gentlemen, 26 subscribers away from 91.3K. Subscribe if you guys are new. I would appreciate it. You gonna die? Dude, we popped the kinetic just too late. I feel like... Breach. Look at this lobby. Look at this lobby. Look at this lobby. It's tearing me up. Listen to these mics, though, bro. Jesus. This guy's got a YouTube channel. Hey, congratulations. You said my name wrong. Sorry, Trapanese. Is it Trapanese? You only have a 10 megabyte line? Damn, dude. I've got like a 100 down and a 10 up right now. Which isn't too great, but it's decent for streaming. Okay, we got nuked out. We got Nuketown. Nuked out on Nuketown. Let's get it. Choose Breach. I wanted... Choose Bleach. I wanted to do Breach, man, but... It's alright. We'll see what we can do. Late night stream tonight? Yes, guys. We will have a late night stream tonight. Absolutely. We're going to be doing some more Zambies. What's up, Menti? How you doing today, man? When you guys do subscribe, if you are new, you'll see your names pop up right here below my face cam. And you'll see the live sub count go up in the lower right-hand corner. Nuketown is on a God lobby. Yeah, a God lobby, Nuketown. Honestly, if we don't get the nuked out, what I'll probably do is I'll just stay in the lobby. I'll just stay in the lobby. Is it common courtesy to brush your teeth while watching Hennis? Yes, always. You're stuck at 91K? Never, dude. Never. A nuke on Nuketown. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Are you better than Frizz Eyes? Bruh, who do you think taught Frizz Eyes how to be good at Black Ops 3, dude? Just kidding. Frizz Eyes would absolutely slap the hell out of me. It wouldn't even be fair. Frizz Eyes is a god. Can I play with you? Yo, it's shots. Maybe one day, man. Just kidding. Later on in today's stream, I will be playing with viewers. What time is the late night zombie stream? Well, I tell you guys 10 p.m. EST, but then you guys always know I'm like at least a half hour late every single day, so for every live stream. So it'll probably be around 11 or so, 10:30, 11. All right, let's get it.
Make me proud.
6 shots, Hennis. 6 shots, dude.
Spectre down.
Whoa.
Spectre KIA.
Xbox One? I don't have an Xbox One, man. I said I was gonna stay in that lobby, but it doesn't matter. I just gotta keep moving. I gotta keep moving. I just gotta go from lobby to lobby to lobby. I don't even wanna stop grinding. What's up, Perry? How you doing today? What's up, Gamer Bros? How you doing today? You said Bleach. I know I said Bleach because someone in the chat said Bleach. Yo, please don't self-promote in the chat, guys. The C4. Bro, the C4 is gonna get us killed every time. Did we get Nuketown again? Oh, we did. Okay. Well, we got in the same lobby. We'll stay in this lobby. Are you tired? I'm not tired, man. No. Hennis, do I remember you? Yo, Jason Gherkin. Yes, I do remember you, man. Jaden, your birthday's on July 7th? Bro, that's when my birthday is. Am I late, Dalton? Not too late, man. Hey, I'm a big fan. Thank you, Ice. I appreciate it, brother. Hashtag like spike. True. You liked? Thank you, badass. I appreciate it, man. What's the plan? 100K before the World War II beta and then 110K after? Maybe, man. Maybe. Oh, no, this is a new lobby. This is a brand new lobby. Okay. Hello? He's gonna come up. Ah, he's over there.
Reaper kill.
Oh, imagine. Rip. How many kills to a nuke? 30 kills, man. So we got to get 30 kills in a free-for-all without dying. What's up, Ronnie? How you doing today, man? You've not come in your stream for a while. Ronnie, that's true, bro. It's been a long time, man. It has been a long time, but welcome back to the stream, buddy. Good to see you again. What's up, Nukes? How you doing today? Virtual skill. Get a nuked out. Guys, we're trying, man. We're trying. You were so concentrated. Guys, I concentrate so hard when I go for these nuked outs. It's actually unreal. What kind of car do I have? My sister...
I'm about to get you.
My sister and I share a Ford Escape.
Let's go.
Yankees got Sonny Gray. I don't know who's Sonny Gray.
Quiet.
Baby Monkey 12. Do I remember you? Xbox Gaming? There's been a couple people named Xbox Gaming who come to my stream. I think I remember you. Stop leaving lobby to lobby. Bro, I just gotta keep going, man. I gotta get lobby to lobby, man. Did you guys hear this guy? I love your videos. Thank you, YOLO. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, for real. WTF. Yeah, we're gonna mute him, guys. 100%. Do I want to use the M8? Nah, we want to use the Kuda, right? The Kuda is definitely the weapon that we want to use here. Or do we want to use the M8? Let's stick with the M8. We're a little bit warmed up here with the Kuda. Spice it up a little bit here, a little bit with the M8. Is that a 2-year-old? Bro, that's what it sounds like, man. Like, honestly, this weapon, sometimes.
Smoke check. Demo KIA.
What's going to get us killed is we're going to put like 4 bursts into somebody and it's not going to kill them. Because that's how the M8 likes to work. How did I not mute you? Was there a guy actually down here? There he is.
Shut out.
Ah! Sick aim, Hennis. 6 shots, bro. You should probably leave from here now.
Fire break KIA.
No, no. Dude, I heard another guy, man. I knew he was around me. What's up, Coyote? How you doing today, man? That guy had good aim. RIP in the chat. No aim, dude. For real, no aim is so real. Ah. Dude, I don't like when we get this nuked out, it's gonna be because we're in a close quarters map. I'm gonna get to use the Kuda and we're just gonna get to go in. How you doing today, Abdullah? How can I get easy wraps? Play objective, man. Life is lit, always lit, Mind Pig. If you guys are new to the live stream and you're enjoying watching me choke nuked outs, then be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. When you subscribe, you'll see your names pop up right here down here below my face cam. You can see the 4 most recent subscribers down there right now. Dude, like, look at these lobbies. What kind of lobbies are these, man? Like, this guy has Optic Gaming in his claim tag, bro. Like, what? Hello? Oh, man. Use the HVK? I don't want to use the HVK, man. Nuke is the dream. The nuke is the dream, man. We're 100% going to get it. I don't know who Sonny Gray is, Jason. You said the Yankees are picking up Sonny Gray. I actually have no idea who that is. Is he good? Is he a pitcher? Is he a catcher? Is he a right fielder? I have no idea. How you doing today? Large Pickle, what's up, homie? Welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, if you guys don't know, we are going to be doing a giveaway at the end of today's live stream where we'll be giving away a $20 gift card. So if you guys want to be entered into that giveaway, you guys want to be here for that, make sure you drop a like in the live stream. Make sure you're subscribed if you are new. And make sure that you're collecting those coins. You guys can see there's a bot in my stream called the Pro Bot that awards you guys with 10 coins every 10 minutes you watch the stream. And hopefully you guys can use the more coins you have, the greater chance you'll have of winning the giveaway. I'll explain how to enter, how it's all going to work, everything like that at the end of the live stream when we'll be doing the giveaways. So if you guys are just tuning in now, make sure you're here and make sure you're collecting those coins. 500 likes in the live stream. You guys are insane, man. Thank you very much for 500 likes. That's pretty crazy. Let me see exactly how many likes we got right now. We have over 500 likes? Jesus, dude. We haven't even been live for an hour, and we have 553 likes. That's crazy, man. Thank you for the love and support, guys. I do appreciate it. I asked for a shout-out 27 times. Yo, Tyler, I'm sorry, man. Shout-out to you, dude. Hopefully you enjoy your shout-out. What's up, Sebastian? And you guys can check your coin balance by typing _ coins in the chat. How you doing today, Ivan? Welcome, my dude. How you doing today, Beater? All right. We've gotten nuked outs on this map before, so hopefully that's a good thing.
AO is hot. Weapons ready.
Nomad kill.
How you doing today, Steven? It doesn't show your coins. You can only check your coin balance once every 5 minutes, and that's just to prevent against people from spamming in the chat. So if you've checked your coins in the last 5 minutes, it won't show up again. So you gotta wait 5 minutes before you can check your coin balance. How long will the stream be? Well, we're gonna go ahead and get this guy nuked out, however long that ends up taking, and then we're gonna go ahead and play with some viewers. Hardcore? Nah, bro. I don't want to play hardcore right now. There's no, like, if we're not getting this in core right now, there's no way we're getting in hardcore. That's all I'm saying. You suck, bro. Thanks, OTG. I bet you're a god at this game, man. I see a lot of you guys saying to use the M16. This guy has it, so he does have the weapon. But like at the end of the day, I don't know. I don't know if that'd be a good thing to do. What's up, Fade? How you doing today, man? What's up, Jackson? How you doing today, Nick? What's up, Christian? How you doing today, Eduardo? Hopefully that song's not copyrighted. That would really suck.
Free for all. Black Ops, you're free to engage.
This is definitely not going to be the lobby. I'm going to be very impressed if we get this right now.
They're gone.
These guys, they're gods, dude. Every lobby we get into, we're just playing up against gods. Yo, we hit 91.3k subs. Can we get some 91.3k hype in the chat? I would appreciate it, guys. It's kind of hard to stay hyped right now. I'm just kidding. I'm like, literally, I know we can get a nuked out today. I feel like today's just one of those days where I really want to go for nuked outs. We're definitely going to get it, though. That music, though, for real. Imagine you reset his stats. No, guys, I'm not resetting his stats. Absolutely not. Let me DM him and be like, if I get a nuked out, can I reset your stats? If I get a nuked out, can I reset your stats? Let me see what he says. Should we DM that to him? Hashtag subspike. Sure, yeah. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I would really appreciate it. Helps me out a ton. He's probably not going to want me to do it, man. Yo. Can I reset? No, actually, you know what? No. I'm not even going to offer that up because, like, I don't want to put that pressure on him. I don't want to put that pressure on him because, like, I feel like he would say yes just for the pressure of me asking. And he's grinded so hard for level 1000. I would imagine, like, he has, like, 36 days on this game. I don't want to put that pressure on him. I don't want to put that pressure on him to say no in front of the stream or whatever, so. We're not even gonna put the option on the table, guys. I'd be like, hell not. Exactly. Yeah, no. We're not even gonna put the option on the table. I don't want to put that pressure on him. Look at some of these guys we've already played with before, which kind of sucks, but hopefully they're not gods. You are unbelievably weak. It's actually unreal.
Spectre smoked.
Hello? Are you freaking joking me, bro?
Spectre down.
He's gonna come up here and try to get me now. 110%.
Clean kill. Profit week.
Establish perimeter. 10,000.
Be advised, hostile UAV incoming.
Good effect.
I gotta get out of here.
Midway. UAV fuel check complete.
Spectre KIA.
No.
Clean kill.
No. Ah, there was 2 people up there. When it takes 2 reloads to kill 1 guy, that's what I'm saying, man. Damn it. Newtown is rough. I feel like maybe if we were on the other side of the map, because like that other house is definitely, I think, a little bit easier to play in. Does that 1 guy have a ballistic knife? I don't know. There was 2 people in that upper house, though. That would have been amazing if I could have survived that. What's up, Micah? How you doing today? Aren't you gonna get probation for leaving? Nah, bro. These are public matches. If I donate 666, isn't that the Illuminati? No, 333 is the Illuminati. 666 is the devil's number. You're awesome. Thank you, Timmy. I appreciate it, man. I try.
All you play is fucking free fall. You only got a 4 win-loss, bro. You stuck, boy.
He has a 20 win loss. Oh, he must like only play free for all, right? Yeah, he plays S&D. There's a lot of S&D. Never mind. Damn. So this guy's okay. All right.
Damn, 10,000 kills with a leader.
Wait, he said I have 10,000 kills with the Weevil? Do I actually? Nah. Wait, who is he talking about? He must have been talking about one of these other Master Prestiges in here. This guy? Nah, was he talking about this guy? Oh yeah, he's talking about this guy. 10,000 kills with the Weevil? Damn! That guy backed out real quick. Alright, that guy, because that guy was good. That guy was good. So as long as he's staying out, we should be A-okay. Hennis, give me a shout out. Lil Pump, shout out to you, dude. I just want to watch Trapped Custom Zombies vid. Bro, do I have that on my channel? I think I do. Yeah. How you doing today, Beater? What's up, my man? I just watched the... Oh, you just watched the Trapped Custom Zombies vid. Nice, bro. How was it, man? Did you enjoy it? I thought it was a pretty good video. Oh, damn, is there some beef going on right now? How you doing today, Wolf? What's up, man? I might be in a group chat with some beef right now on my phone. Hello? Nah, I think we're good.
Free for all.
Hennis, whoa, chill. All right, Kuda, please. We got this. What's up, Tiger? Shout out to you, man.
Blackout. Area hot. Consider all contacts hostile.
We take no L's, chat.
Good effect. Shut out.
Establish perimeter at 10,000 feet AGL.
Oh, Lord, dude.
50% check.
Yeah, this guy knows I'm here.
Reaper down.
UAV departing AO.
This Rich 5 guy that's in here is good.
Kinetic armor charged. Ruin KIA.
You're joking me, bro. Oh my lord. That is so AIDS, dude. Damn, Hennis out here, bro. We're trying, man. We're putting on the hardcore try-hard panties, dude. And we get... Can I get a shout-out? Gunzer, shout-out to you, man. Look how he's focusing, dude. When I play, like, I get so involved. Like, I go wide-eyed. I'm like, I'm so ready to get this. I'm so ready to get this nuked out right now. Like, you guys have no idea. We'll try Redwood again. Illuminati confirmed. True. Dang, there's like a fly in my room or something. Actual cancer, bro. That was pretty AIDS. Not gonna lie. Make sure you guys drop a like on the stream if you're... Just dropped my phone. We're all good though. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Drop a like on the stream. I would appreciate it. When you guys subscribe, you'll see your names pop up right below my face cam, and you'll see the live sub count go up in the lower right hand corner. How you doing today, Tina? What's up, Letitia? Sunny Gray is a very good pitcher. Okay, it's a pitcher. All right, Sunny Gray. If I go to, like, I don't know. I'll have to do more research on that. I'm a huge fan. Can I please have a shout out? What was your name? Dine Rivist? Shout out to you. Appreciate you stopping by the stream. All right, we got evac. That's all right. Evacs, actually, I have gotten nuked down an evac as well. I have gotten nuked down an evac. What's the song? This song right now is called Joystick by Jensation. Joystick by Jensation. You're so nice. I try, guys. I try to be as nice as I can to my viewers. Someone was saying we got over 600 likes in the stream. I don't know if that's true. 615 likes, guys. Damn. I appreciate it. How you doing today, Angel? What's up, Nick? How you doing today? What's up, Dom Jeff? How you doing today? What's up, Corey? What's up, Jolie? Your face cam is a potato? Dude, true. Facts. What are you on? What do you mean, what are we on? We're trying to get it nuked out. We got level 1000. We're at level 1000 right now. Who's better, you or Frizz Eyes? Oh, Frizz Eyes is 10 times better than me, dude. Hey, you doing today, Solar? Welcome to the stream. You ever going to play BO3 again when World War II comes out? We'll probably end up having some streams where we go back or some videos where we go back and hang, you know, mess around in BO3. But for right now, for when World War II comes out, we'll chill in World War II most likely. What's up, MSD? How you doing today, man? Put on the music Despacito. I can't play any copyrighted music in the stream, guys, because then I would get a copyright strike. The stream would get shut down, or the stream would get muted or something like that. So, face cam is blurry. That's just the quality of the stream, guys. The face cam is good. It's a 4K webcam. It's just my network isn't insane, so I can't like stream at a really, really high bit rate. I've only got a 10 uploads, so.
Good effect.
Ah, shoot.
Ruined.
Oh my god.
That's a kill.
Nope, 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 nope.
Smoke check.
Point of return. Sensors have captured your objective.
Black. Enemy down.
UAV control 50%.
Why am I challenging that? Why am I challenging that?
Hostile UAV above.
Medic armor drained.
Hostile counter UAV above. Radar is down.
Oh man. Almost out of ammo. Shoot.
They're gone.
No, dude. Oh my god, man. Why does this happen to me, bro? I don't get it. I don't get it. Go on, Hennis, we're trying. Yo, shout out to you, Liam Young. What's up, man? Can I put on Despacito? I can't, guys. No, it's copyrighted. What's up, Dark? Hennis, do you think I could use a wireless adapter instead of Ethernet? No, Ethernet's way better. I mean, you could if you wanted to. But in all honesty, like if you can have a hardwired connection to whatever, you know, thing you're using for gaming, Ethernet is always a lot better. Always better. But random. I don't want to do Nuketown. These lobbies are so good, though. Like, look at the lobbies we're getting into right now. Look at these lobbies, bro. Like, they're god tier. What does this guy have for... Yeah, like, these are great. Am I late, Ethan Wood? You're not too late, man. No, not at all. Do I like junk food? Love junk food, bro. Love junk food. If you guys are new to the live stream, definitely make sure you drop a like, drop a sub as well. When you guys subscribe, you'll see your names pop up right here below my face cam. Right down here. You can see the 4 most recent subs down there right now. And you'll see the live sub count go up in the lower right-hand corner as well. On the road to 92,000 subscribers, guys. We're going to get Nuketown, unfortunately. Get the nuke for the fans? I'm trying, bro. I wish I could get these kind of lobbies. Dude, this is all luck right now. I'm telling you, the majority of the lobbies that I get are not this good. What zombies map are you going to play tonight? It's a secret. What's up, Jolie? Shout out to you, Prime Blaze. Will a wireless adapter be better than nothing for streaming? Well, yeah, it's better than nothing. I'm not really sure what you mean. Like, you can definitely stream using a wireless adapter, and, like, your stream will most likely be fine, but you may have, like, a few cuts in and out when you're gaming or whatever. For a stream, though, I don't know, it might be fine. Depends on what your internet connection is, obviously. I subbed, thank you, Power Pip. I appreciate it, man. How'd you like Dunkirk? I thought it was pretty good. I wish they went with a bit more of, like, a documentary style to the whole video. To the whole movie, I mean. I feel like that would have been really cool. Like, if they included some actual pictures of, like, newspapers that were coming out at the time, or actual audio clips of, like, radio recordings, or, like, this is World War II, so, like, obviously, I don't know. When were TVs, like, a household item? I don't know. Yeah, in World War II, they would have been a household. No, maybe. Would have been close. What are you playing on? PS4. I have no idea when TVs were, like, a standard. In households. I have no idea. Look at how low these levels are, man. Like, literally, these lobbies are gods here. There's a guy right in front of me. We're going to kill him to start off this nuked out on Nuketown for this level 1000.
Ruin.
Easy peasy kills, boys. Oh my god. I hear someone, man.
Ruin. KIA. Get a UAV overhead now.
Establish perimeter. 1,000 feet.
Drop. Profit wasted. Kill. Inbound. Armor down.
Power core on standby.
Shut out.
Nope. No, dude, we were doing so good. Oh, we were doing so good, bro. Damn it. Play blank? What do you mean? Am I late? Card games? We're like an hour and 10 minutes into the stream, so you're all good. Have I watched the new Rick and Morty? Nah, bro, I have not. I don't really watch Rick and Morty, to be honest with you. What's up, Seth Games? How you doing today, man? Do a sub spike? Sure, guys. Hashtag sub spike in the chat. Subscribe if you guys are new. I would appreciate it. Hennis your face, dude. I know. I concentrate so hard when I'm going for these nuked outs, man. I concentrate so hard. No, please vote Breach, guys. I don't want to play... What's this guy's KD, bro? This guy's going to be a god. I'm calling it. Ayo, what's up, Game Master? How you doing today, man? That concussion. Wow, yeah. Like, if we didn't have that concussion, we would probably still be in that game. Rivaldo, yes, I do remember you, man. Yes, if you guys do subscribe right now as well, if you're a newcomer to the channel, you will see your names pop up right below my face cam. And you'll see the live sub count go up in the lower right-hand corner. All right, let's give this a shot. It's going to be on Skyjack, so I don't know. Maybe we'll be able to get it. Let's try a different camo. Let's try the Into the Void camo. If this doesn't work, I might switch up the weapon, too. Try out the, like, the Weevil or something. I don't know. You get so quiet. Well, bro, I need to concentrate. Like, I need to put... I can't talk, because, like, if I'm talking and trying to play at the same time, I'm way less likely to get it, because I need to, like, put all my mental concentration right into the game, so... You need to watch The Flash? I really do, man. I should try to watch The Flash, in all honesty. Are you tired from the stream last night? Nah, not too tired. I ended up going to bed like at 6 o'clock in the morning, which isn't the best, but then I woke up at like 12. I got like 6 hours of sleep, which wasn't that bad. Well, actually, no, because I set my alarm for 11, so I could wake up and like respond to text messages from family and stuff, and then I slept for another hour after that. So yeah, I got like, I don't know, maybe like 5.5 hours of sleep last night. Maybe that's slowing down my reaction time, I don't know. About to go for a nuked out as well. If I run into you, I'll back out. Yo, Dismo. Nah, dude, if you run into me, go for the nuked out, please, and then shout me out in your video. Just kidding, please back out. Sick, dude. I don't know any of the spawns on this map either, so this is gonna suck. Let's just try chilling up here. He shot my C4. That's funny. That's funny. Are you in college? Not right now. But I am a college student. I'll be going into my sophomore year pretty soon here. Was that a guy? First kill. Now we can't die. He's coming up. Wait, whoa. I was gonna say, who's he shooting at? Whew.
Hostile get back overhead.
Clean kill. Threat neutralized.
Predetermined sensors have captured your objective.
How am I peeking this? I don't really know.
Hostile Hellstorm inbound.
That's gonna kill me. If I was outside.
UAV departing AO.
Profit kill.
Oh my god.
She's gone.
Nope, not peeking that. I have 6 bullets left. What the hell? Oh, no. Don't link me. Thank you. $12 bullets, man. Come on. I'm going so slow right now. It's unbelievable.
Smoke check.
Thank God, dude.
Force a
Nice.
splash.
Power core awaiting orders.
Drop.
No! He lasered me, bro. Damn. He might get it. Honestly, like we were just going so slow right there. Which was smart, but like we were playing really passive because we've choked so much this game. That guy lasered me, dude. The HLX, man, I'm telling you. What's up, Crick? How you doing today, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Yo, get some rips in the chat for that, guys. Drop a like to help me out. Do I like soda? Soda's alright. It's all good. What's up, Blaba? How you doing today, man? Try hardcore. We tried hardcore a little bit earlier, man. We just had no luck with it. Rage quitter. Well, we just need to keep going for these nuked outs. So, like, I just back out of the lobby because we can't get a nuked out once we've died. So, shit doesn't work like that. You're a subscriber from Cyprus? From Cyprus? I don't know who that is. What gun do I have? Right now, we're using the Yakuta. We might want to switch it up a little bit to try out, like, the Weevil or something. I don't know. We'll see. You're getting closer? We're getting closer, man. You're shaking, Jason? Bro, imagine how I'm doing, man. Like, literally, I start getting on these streaks, and I'm like, ah. We were on, like... I've never gotten a nuked out on Nuketown before. But we've gotten the chance to play it a couple times this game, and we just really haven't been able to perform as well as we should have. Can I get a shout-out? Mind Pig, shout-out to you, man. Actually, you know what? I kind of want the Kuda, but we'll stick with the M8 for right now, see how it fares us. This was a bad idea to switch class setups. Hi from California. Hi, what's up, Alfie? Okay, good. I actually kind of wanted the Kuda. But that guy seemed really good. Like, Holy God.
Tango down.
Please aim properly.
In the turn, sensors are capture your objective.
Demo KIA. Demo asset destroyed. They're gone.
UAV power levels 5% RTB.
What are you trying to do right now? We're trying to get it nuked out. What's up, Hamad? How you doing today, man? We have 666 likes. Damn, you guys are killing it right now. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a ton. Let's see. Let's see indeed if we do have that many likes. 667 likes. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you very much. Use the Pharaoh. It's really good. I don't want to use the Pharaoh, man. No, no, no. Let's try to, we'll switch up the gun a little bit, though. Let's try to use the Weevil. I feel like just switching up the weapon may help us out here a little bit. We're going to switch up the Weevil, and this time we're not going to have on Suppressor. We're just going to have on Quick Draw, and we're going to put on Stock. Quick Draw and Stock. Let's see how that fares us. That might actually help out a lot. Put on Into the Void camo, and we'll throw on some free-for-all matches. How are you? Yo, Kevin, I'm doing pretty great, man, in all honesty. Go VMP tryhard? Nah, dude. I don't know. Yes, okay, we got Splash free-for-all. Splash is actually a map that I've had some luck with in the past. We've actually gotten pretty close to getting some nuked outs on Splash, so let's give it a shot. Been sub since 24K. Thank you, man. Where do I live? On Earth. Put on the nail gun? Nah, dude, I'm not going for a nuked out with a nail gun. What's up, Emily? How you doing today?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh.
Been sub since 24K. Thank you, man. Where do I live?
Oh my god. Hey.
Free for all. Put on nail gun? Nah, I'm not going for a nail with a nail gun.
This guy knows who I am, bro. This guy knows who I am. This guy's got Hedis in his clan tag. Is he gonna stay in?
Black Ops are in the AO.
I don't know, bro. Watch him try to stream snipe me. What's up, Cisco? How you doing today, man? This guy's definitely gonna try to stream snipe me, like 100%. You know he's gonna try to kill me off my nuclear. Well, that was short-lived. Damn it. Use the MP7. Wish I had it. Wish it was in the game. That's clever. I live on Earth too. Damn, you live on Earth too? Sweet. How you doing today, Aldo? Bro, we literally... That guy knew who he was. He, like, we joined the game. He was like, whoa, whoa, Hennis. Like, you could hear him listening to my stream in the background. That was hilarious. Do I have a girlfriend? No, I do not. Do I have an Xbox? No, I do not. Can you add me on PS4? I'm sorry, my friends list is full. Thanks. Yeah, we got dang scoped. Metro's gonna suck, man. I subbed, but it didn't show up. You may have your subscriptions on private. And you can change that in your YouTube settings. If you have it on private, then you won't be able. Then it won't pop up on screen. Play some donation, bro. What does that even mean? What's up, Bleeby? You live on Mars? That's pretty sweet. Do I watch FaZe? Who's my favorite member? My favorite FaZe member is probably. I don't know. Who would be my favorite FaZe member? I don't know. Maybe Apex. Maybe Apex. I really like his videos. They're funny. Yo, Z-Man, shout out to you, bro. You hit 1,000? Yes, we do hit level 1,000. I'll be your girlfriend. I'm a guy, though. I'm not gay, though I like Asian, though. All right, Aldo. Yeah, that's all right, man. Yeah, I'm not really into Asians, so it's all good.
Free for all.
Do you know Zeus You're Inferior? Like Zeus of S&D? Like the YouTuber? I know of him. I've never spoken to him before, actually. We follow each other on Twitter. He seems like a cool guy. He makes really dope videos. He's blowing up right now like crazy.
Black Ops. Weapons hot.
Nuked out Metro. Here we go. Let's get it. For the level 1,000. Using the Weevil with the Into the Void camo. We got that stock attachment, though. Nice. We died, but we haven't gotten a kill yet, so it doesn't matter.
EKIA.
Get off me, boy. Actually, you know what?
Spectre KIA. That's a kill. Incoming nade! EKIA.
Establish perimeter at 10,000 feet AGL.
Outrider KIA.
UAV MTL 50% check.
Enemy down.
The focus is real, guys. Always real.
Kinetic armor good to go.
UAVs loading AO.
Overwatch kill. Kinetic armor discharged. Prophet KIA.
Hostile HCXD in your AO.
Mechanical down. EKIA.
No, dude. We were playing that so well. I'm like... I'm shaking a little bit, dudes. I'm shaking a little bit, not gonna lie. Hannah, I'm so late and I'm so sorry. Hey, no worries, Drakester. Honestly, man. Hannah, it's me. That's my account. Yo, MSD, this is your account, bro. Hey, well, I'm trying to get you nuked out, man. I know you already have one, but I just really want to get a nuked out on a level 1000 account. Damn, dude, you were so focused. I know, dude. I know, man. MSD, I'm trying my best over here, bro, to get you another nuked out, man. But it's hard stuff, dude. It's hard stuff. They don't make this easy. Do I know Jacksepticeye? I know of him. Yes, I do. Yo, MSD, can we reset your stats? Just kidding. What's up, Dark Plague? The focus, bro? Dude, literally, I'm telling you guys, when I play this game, my eyes go wide. I'm literally just, like, laser focused. Dismo. Dismo's in the stream. I'm dropping a nuked out right here. You guys ready for this? It's for Dismo. This nuked out is for Dismo on Nuketown. It's going to happen using this Weevil class setup, all right? It's happening right here, right now. What's up, Dark's Exorcist? What do I study in college? Right now, I'm a cyber systems major. I'm thinking of switching to business or marketing, though. I'm not 100% sure. What's up, YOLO? Hennis, I'm going to cry. I'm shaking. I have a hard time to type. Hold on. I have a hard time typing. It was me, the guy that was in your match. Was that you, man, YOLO Gamer? Hey, well, hey. All good, bro. Are you talking about the one on Splash? I think you are. Might be talking about that one. How long is this stream? We've been live for a little bit, about an hour and a half, man. What's up, the OK Day? How you doing today, bro? How am I? Yo, Blasty. I'm doing pretty good, dude. How much does G Fuel cost? I'm pretty sure today is the last day for the 2-for-1 deal, so you can get 2 tubs of G Fuel for like 35 or 36 bucks, which is a pretty sweet deal, not gonna lie. Because each tub comes with like 40 or 50 servings, which is really, really nice. So, if you think about you want to get some G Fuel, be sure to use code Hennis, 10% off. No way, dude, that timing, man. We couldn't have gotten killed before we got the kill. Do I have a 100K special? I do have some special stuff planned for 100K, but I'm not 100% sure on what I want to do just yet. What's up, Ronald? How you doing today, man? Just subscribed. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate that a ton. We're less than 50 subs away from 91.4K. If you guys are new, be sure to subscribe. I would really appreciate it. When you guys subscribe, you'll see your names pop up right down here below my face cam, and you'll see that live sub count go up in the lower right-hand corner. Dismo, I'm sorry I failed that nuked out for you, baby. That was for you, but unfortunately I choked it. Drop merch? Ooh, hashtag intel, man. Possibly. Possible. Possible. What's up, Rambo? How you doing today, homie? What's the music? The song that's playing right now is called Survive by Vans. We gotta mute these guys. Holy crap. Is there a giveaway today? Yes, there is a giveaway at the end of today's live stream, guys. Do not go anywhere. It's gonna be an absolute legendary giveaway. What's up, Koi Wolf? How you doing today, Static Ozone? What's up, Carter T? Oh, shoot. This guy's already on 15. Okay. We gotta be a little bit aggressive here. But let's get it. Hold for him.
Demo KIA.
Hostile UAV spotted.
Demo at.
Nope. Oh, Jesus. What's up, Ens? How you doing today, man? You subbed, turned on notifications, and liked the video. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. When you guys do subscribe, if you are new to the channel, you'll see your names pop up right here below my face cam, and you'll see the live sub count go up in the lower right-hand corner. Use code Frizz for 10%. Yo, chill. Use code Hennis for 10% off all G Fuel products, man. What's up, Ronald? Yo, shout out to you, homie. Bro, I love your videos, and I've been subbed forever. I've even played with you before. Hey, Rambo. I love playing with viewers, man. It's awesome. It's an awesome opportunity to get to play with you guys. It really is. We want Stronghold, actually? Nah, Stronghold's not a great map for nuked outs, I don't think.
I'm like a little nuke flying around in the air about to nuke something, bro.
This guy's rapping over here. What's up, Angel? How you doing today? I always get excited when you live stream because I enjoy them. Keep up the great work. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm so excited to hit 100K. The support you guys have showed all throughout my channel's life cycle has been amazing. It's been insane, the amount of love you guys have shown. It really, really has. Can you please check Twitter? Yeah, I got you, man. I got you, MSD. Can you read mine? What do you mean, Joe? Read what, man? Yo, MSD, you want me to add your other account? I'm playing just solo, trying to get nuked outs right now. But when I start playing with viewers, if I have time, I will be sure to go ahead and add you, man, all right? I'm using code Hennis. I'll send you a pic. Yes, Jason Kennedy. I appreciate that, man. If you guys use code Hennis to buy G Fuel at all, take a screenshot of like your checkout screen right when you're about to place the order, and go ahead and screenshot it and tweet it at me, and I'll follow you guys back on Twitter. I want a pro Hennis calendar, bro. Imagine if I had like a sexy pose of me on the beach, like on a rock, freaking sprawled out on a couch in a bikini. A pro Hennis calendar. That would be for the month of whatever your birthday is, Dismo. I forget when your birthday is. I honestly should know that. Do I know when your birthday is? I don't. Do I have a scuff controller? No. Can you do a triple play? Possibly. I'm going to be doing another triple play here hopefully pretty soon, but we'll see. We'll see. LMFAO. I got you, Dismo. What's up, TMG? How you doing today? What's up, Danny? Angel, shout out to you. I don't ever buy G Fuel, but I will. Drakester, you're a god. I love you. How do I buy G Fuel in Colombia? I don't know if you can, in all honesty. Six shots, Hennis. Dope shots, bro.
Overwatch kill. Splash.
Don't challenge me, dog.
Kill.
Hostile
got an itch on my nose. You gotta be joking me. I have an itch on my nose.
Midway, UAV.
And you gotta be... I hate this game. I hate nuked out. I am so pissed. What's up, Koi? Love the way you play, bro. I hope my channel can be like yours, but I'm better at sniping sometimes. Bro, honestly, there's a lot of people that are better than me at sniping. I bet, like, honestly, if you've got confidence in your sniper shot, then you're probably pretty decent. When is the next You Say I Slay stream? I don't know. You Say I Slay. We'll probably end up doing that sometime soon. The series is really fun. The only problem is that we get so many class setup submissions that it's like impossible for me to get every single one. You know what I'm saying? Look at these lobbies we're getting, dude. Like, I don't understand why we can't get these nuked outs. Like, are these just all stat resets? Like, who are these people? Who are these people? You subbed at 1,000 subs? I appreciate that, Roger. That's a long time ago, man. Honestly, I can't even remember who was like the OGs back at 1,000 subs. It's been a long time. Go for a nuclear? We're trying, guys. That's what we're trying to get right now. We're trying to get a nuclear in free-for-all. Bro, I left an hour ago. You still haven't gotten nuked out? Listen, Alan Garcia, I don't need your sass right now, dude, okay? I'm trying to get it nuked out. This is patience. It's an art. It's a skill. A skill that I'm clearly lacking right now. I've gotten nuked outs before. Check the channel. There are nuked out videos. I swear I can get one. I'm just struggling really hard right now. Keep dying so the stream can last longer? Dude, I have dinner plans with my mom in like 2 hours.
Free for all.
So, like, I don't want to... Oh, man. We're going to stick with the Weevil because, like, I could go with the M8, but I feel like the Weevil's going to be better for me right now. I'm going to go onto the barn side of this map. You got this, bro? Thank you, Caden. Caden believes that I can get it nuked out right now using the Weevil here on Infection for this level 1000. I have faith, guys. I have faith in myself and in humanity and in the support you guys show me.
Nomad kill.
Dismo donated. God. Save that money. Dismo, I love you, bro. You're an absolute god. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who challenges that? Dismo, hold on. Dismo donated $1.11. Says save that money. Dismo, I appreciate your donation, buddy. Thank you very much. Dismo, you're an absolute god. Thank you. Can we get a Dismo spam in the chat, guys? Spam Dismo really, really hard. D-Y-S-M-O. He's literally a legend. Living legend. Go check him out on YouTube. Why did that guy challenge that? I don't know. You gotta show me how you set up your donations like that. Yeah, I'll show you, man. I'll show you. It's pretty simple once you figure out how to do it. Like, you can do it for a ton of different denominations, but I can definitely show you how to do it. Yeah, guys, make sure we get a hardcore Dismo spam in the chat. What time is the zombie stream and what map? The map is a secret, and the time will be around, I would guess around 10 or 10:30 EST. Although you guys know every single time I tell you I'm in a live stream, the live stream usually always ends up being like, you know, 20 minutes late at least. So maybe around, I don't know, it'll probably be around 10 or 10:30, man. I'll do my best. 10 or 10:30 is what we're shooting for. How is life for you? Mine, Pig? Life is great, man. Honestly. Life is fantastic. Grinding YouTube out here all day, every day, trying to hit 100,000 subs. It's a good time, man. It's a good time. Please use the Peacekeeper. I could, bro, but like, I don't know. Should we try the Peacekeeper? Let's try the Peacekeeper with Quick Draw. Fast Mag. And we'll throw on a sight as well. This guy whistling? Hello? That guy's annoying as hell. What's my favorite DLC weapon? Probably, dude, this guy is so annoying. Oh my god. Probably the KVK. Yo, Hennis, I subbed when you had 50k subs, and I can't wait for you to hit 100k. I wish I had a PS4 though, so I could play with you. Man, I'm assuming you have an Xbox. Every time I see a message like that, it kills me, bro. Because like, I really wish I had an Xbox too, just so I could play with those of you guys who have an Xbox. But it's rough, man. Xboxes are expensive, bro. And when I go to college, I can only bring one console with me, you know? So. And when I go to college, I'm like bringing my PS4, so that I'd only have the Xbox here at home, and then it would just be it'd be a bad time. Peacekeeper is bae. It is. Let's give the Peacekeeper a shot. Maybe using the Peacekeeper is all we need to get this level 1000 and nuked out. Maybe. What's the goddamn damage output on this thing? I actually didn't even see him. He blended in perfectly. Did you guys see him? How did I miss that? He was right there, dude. He was right there in the corner. What's the goddamn damage output on this thing? Bro, right? Like, we're that close range with that enemy. We should be able to kill him, like, one, like, I don't know. Dude, I don't want to play Nuketown anymore. I mean, as far as, like, our streaks go, we have gotten pretty close on Nuked Out, like, not gonna lie. On Nuketown. I'm not gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? You guys didn't see him? Did you guys see him? No, I didn't see him either. Yeah, I was like, we rounded that corner. I had no idea he was in that corner. You guys are like, nope. No one saw him, dude. He's just sitting in that corner. No idea he was there. Hennis ignores me. I'm not ignoring you, Rez. I'm sorry, man. I appreciate all of you guys sticking around in the stream, though. Remember, we are going to have a giveaway at the end of today's live stream. I'm sorry this is taking so goddamn long, but I hope to get this guy a Nuked Out. Once we get the Nuked Out, we'll probably end up doing the giveaway. What's up, Joe Irvin? How you doing today, man? I texted you on Snapchat. Please answer me back. I'm sorry, bro. I can't respond to Snapchats because, like, there are so many people who have me added on Snapchat. It's unbelievable, man. Unfreaking believable. What's up, FaZe? How you doing today, man? TMG, you subscribed? Well, I appreciate that sub, brother.
Free for all.
Maybe louder volume is all we need to concentrate. Let's give it a shot. I just turned up my game volume, like, really high. So, like, everything's gonna scare the hell out of me, but we'll see.
You're free to engage.
I can't stand this game, dude! Oh my god! Why are you using the Weevil? Because the Weevil is a weapon, dude. And we use the Kuda, and we use the M8, and we've used the Peacekeeper, and I'm just trying to spice it up, bro. Like, honestly, I just feel like we need to find a weapon that'll do well for us. Check Twitter. I'm not checking Twitter right now, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not checking Twitter right now. Hardcore free-for-all. We could try hardcore free-for-all, but we're going to try Fringe. For right now. And then maybe we could try hardcore. I just feel like, I don't know. Because, yeah, I don't know. In hardcore, would I have one-shot that guy if I threw the C4 at him? Can we play Michael Myers? Not today, man. Not right now. You've inspired me to play BO3, TMG. That's wonderful, man. I hope you have fun playing Black Ops 3. Do I play on PS4? Yes, I do. What are you trying to do? Right now, we're trying to get a Nuked Out, man. What are the coins for? Yeah, so those of you guys that are new to the live stream, we are going to be doing a giveaway at the end of today's live stream. And the coins actually have something to do with it. So there's a bot in my stream called the Pro Bot that awards every single viewer with 10 coins every 10 minutes you're watching the live stream. And so the idea is that you can, you can collect a lot of these coins the more you watch the stream. And then at the end of every single month, we do a giveaway in a live stream where we give away COD points, gift cards, World War II beta codes, like a PS4 around the holidays, like big giveaways around the holidays and stuff. But for the most part, it'll be like COD points or gift cards or whatever. And then, and so yeah, so the idea is the more coins you guys have, the greater chance you'll actually have of winning these giveaways. So
On the battlefield.
that's sort of the idea behind it. The more coins you have, the greater chance you'll have of winning the giveaway. Is this your full-time job? I don't have a job right now, but YouTube is not my full-time job, per se. I mean, I make money off of it, but not enough to have it be my full-time job. I didn't even see him right there, bro. I'm blind. Blended in perfectly. Yeah. Bro, we're getting so unlucky, man. This is unreal. What's up, Zayden? How you doing today, Silent Killer? But yeah, we're going to be holding the giveaway at the end of today's stream. I'll explain how to enter in and all that. It'll be pretty sweet. What's up, Florence? How you doing today, man? You got a triple play? Hey, nice, Michael McKinley, nice. Josiah, yes, I do remember you. Welcome to the stream. Check Twitter. Verks, I'm not going to check Twitter right now, man. I'm going to check Twitter after the stream. 19 subscribers away from 91.4K. If you guys are new, definitely make sure you subscribe. When you do subscribe, if you are new, you'll see your names pop up right below my face cam, and you'll see the live sub count go up in the lower right-hand corner. Your names will appear right below my face cam, like I said, so it's a way for me to sort of shout those of you guys out who do decide to support me. The stream's only at 23 likes. Yo, refresh the stream, man. It'll be. I guarantee you have more than 23 likes on this stream. Apologize, stream.
Oh nah, Marshall joined the lobby. I hope he fucking rich, guys. I fucking hope.
You're authorized to engage.
Let's get it, baby. Nuked out for level 1000 using the Weevil on Aquarium.
Spectre down.
Let's get it right here, right now.
Threat neutralized.
No, dude, no. Why do I'm trying to play too quick. It's well, and then you guys are asking me to camp it out, which I honestly should do, but how many coins do I have? You guys can check your coin balance by typing !coins in the chat, and the probot will tell you how many coins you have. 800 likes on the stream. Damn, I appreciate that, guys. Thank you very much. That's a lot of likes to have. The nail gun. I'm not going to use the nail gun, man. You were going off, too? We did. We had a nice double kill right off the bat, and then, I went to go kill, and then we had a, the third kill there, too. But then, I don't know, man. We're just choking out here.
This nigga named Chicken Nugget.
Yeah, that's what random, I guess. What's up, Michael? How you doing today? Optic Fab. What's up, Charlie? Kinko, Fade. What's up, Jed? How you doing today? Kevin, Sketch, Jamie, Try Earth, Tisha, Lord Juan, Nanoplex, Emily. Welcome to the stream. Use the Marshall 16s to get it nuked out? I don't think so, man. I would not be good with the Marshall 16s, most likely. Hopefully this lobby's good. Play Rocket League? I should do a Rocket League stream sometime. That might be kind of fun. What's up, Joe? Use the PPSH? We could, but I really want to try to use the Weevil. Do I know TBNR Frags? Yes, I do. He's a god. I've never played with him, but I've played against him before on PC. Use the M8? We were trying to use the M8 earlier, man, but the M8's like so inconsistent for me right now. I don't know why. It sucks. You can mute automatically? Yeah, that's true. I can't just go ahead and mute automatically, can I? Rip this guy's win-loss ratio? For real. Rip this guy's win-loss. It was already negative, I'm pretty sure. Are you playing on PlayStation, Xbox, or PC? I am playing on the PlayStation, my man. What's my biggest dono ever? The biggest donation I've ever gotten. Well, the largest singular donation I've ever received was a $200 donation. That was from Legend of AK, who was my second top donator. But the person who's donated the most to my live stream is More Than Divine, who has donated $1,300. You can see the donation leaderboard on the left-hand side of the screen here. Those are the top 20 donators in the live stream. Use the max GL for a nuke out? Yeah, right. Do I know Ali A? Yes, I do. Never spoken with him, though. That'll be the day, guys, when I make a video with Ali A. Trust me. That'll be the day.
Black Ops, you're free to engage.
I want to get over to the other side of the map, I think. Actually, no, let's just chill here.
Shut out.
Nope. Why am I playing so weird? Why am I playing so weird? I got into your Fringe game. Hold on. I got into your Fringe game. Oh my god, Hennis, unmute me if you see me, please. I will not distract you. Nah, sorry, bro. I'm not gonna... Wait, unmute me, please. I won't distract you? Dude, nah, I gotta mute everybody, man. I gotta mute everybody. What's up, Jake UAV? What's up, Dylan? Use the VMP, Resluck, trust me. I really don't want to use the VMP, man. I really don't. I want to stick with the Weevil, bro. I just gotta stick with the weapon right now and just keep using it. We'll try out Redwood here. I'm playing so weird. Like, I played so weird in front of that guy. Do I know Hollow Point? Yes, I know of Hollow Point. I've never spoken to him, though. He doesn't follow me on Twitter. Again, the day that Hollow Point follows me back on Twitter, that'll be the day. Do I know Ghost Ninja? Yeah, Ghost Ninja's a really dope dude. Never played BO3 with him, but he's raided me a couple times. Anthony, what's up? Shout out to you, brother. It's okay, Hannes. Keep trying. We're going to get this, guys. We haven't even been live for 2 hours yet, and we haven't even gotten one nuked out, but we're doing our best. Yo, dude, what's up, Major? How you doing today, homie? How you doing today, Alien? Shout out to you. What's up? Can I have a shout out, please? Shout out to you, Jamie Taylor. Have I spoken to any YouTubers at all? Yeah, like, I don't know if you guys know who I've spoken to Korean multiple times. Tan Kid, Raid Away. I don't know. Name some YouTubers that you guys are curious about in the chat, and I'll let you know if I've ever spoken to him. Do I know Fearless? Yes, dude. Fearless makes amazing videos. I wish I knew him. But Dismo, you guys saw him in the stream earlier. Dismo's a dope YouTuber. Noah J456 or Pack-a-Puncher? Noah J456, never spoken to him, but Pack-a-Puncher, I am modding his stream. Yeah, and I've spoken to him. Ghost Ninja, yep. Incredilag, yep. I know Incredilag, he follows me. PewDiePie, no. Homage, no. T Martin, no. Merc? Like Merc Music? No. I love Tan Kid. Yeah, Tan Kid's pretty dope. Scissors, yep. I've never spoken to him, but I know of him.
Threat neutralized. Profit KIA. That's a kill. Yeah. Threat neutralized.
Establish perimeter at 10,000 feet AGL.
I feel like there's enemies all around me right now.
UAV MTL 50% check.
How is it already at 50%, man? Come on.
Thanks for the work. UAV departing AO.
She's gone.
Hostile UAV above.
Are you kidding me with this UAV, bro?
Defensive systems online.
Two-shotted me. Lance, yes, I do know Lance. I know of Lance. Never spoken to him, though. 7 subscribers away from 91.4K. If you guys are enjoying watching me choke nuked out, then drop a like and drop a sub, because you can see plenty of those over here. He had the Gorgon, bro. Do I know No Game? Yes, I know of No Game. Frizz Eyes, love Frizz Eyes. Yeah, I'm in Carnage with him. We're on the same clan. So sorry I'm late. Hey, Cameron, no worries, brother. No worries. Trinity GX? Yeah, I know of Trinity GX. Never spoken to them, though. Marksman's hilarious. Yep, Dan TDM, I know him. Never spoken to him. Mr. Douch 80, never spoken to him. Raffle Waffles, never spoken to him. I know of all these guys, though. Jake Paul. Yeah, no, Jake Paul and I are best friends, man. Yeah, 100%. No Game's a boss. He really is. Do I know who Mean Voltage is? Bro, I know he's a great supporter of my stream. Vanos, hilarious. Love Vanos, man. Never spoken to him, though. Market J. Never played with the Market J, but I know people personally who know the Market J personally. Does that count? Matt McMar, he's a funny guy. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of his content, but he's a really funny guy. Great content creator. Zeus. We follow each other on Twitter, but never spoken to Zeus. All right. Concentration time, guys. Nuked out for level 1000. I'm actually going to go to this side of the map. Time to clutch up, chat. Time to clutch up. No more messing around. Snooped out's going to happen right here, right now. I'm tired of choking this goddamn thing.
That's a kill.
It's just, like, literally, everybody who I play up against is just a better player than me. I think that's really what we have to conclude. Everyone is just better than me at Black Ops 3. And I think once I realize that, I'll become a happier person and I won't pull my hair out. What's the music called? The music that I'm playing with right now is called Donuts by Gensation. It's all on the YouTube channel called Non-Copyrighted Sounds, or No Copyrighted Sounds. Do I know Pro Hennis? Yeah, him and I are really well acquainted. Not doing a four-man nuked out. Not against the level 1000. Hell nah. I'll do this lobby. This is the same lobby we were just, like one of them we were just in that we backed out of. What's good, my guy? What's up, Justin? How you doing today, man? Mo Vlogs? No, I don't know who that is. You're getting it this game, Parker. Hopefully, bro. Hopefully. What's up, Raze? Markiplier? Yeah, I know of him. Syndicate? He's the guy who inspired me to do YouTube. Syndicate Project. Pro Syndicate. Smith Plays. He's a cool dude. Never spoken to him, though. Tanner Fox sucks. Yeah. Are you in Carnage? Yes, I am. Scumper Jumper? Love Scumpy, man. Freaking love Scumpy. Alright, Weevil time. Weevil time. Weevil time. Do I know knives only? Like, only use me blade, you mean?
Be advised, Black Ops are in the AO.
Threat neutralized. Going down. You're gone.
UAV awaiting orders.
Establish perimeter at 10,000 feet. GL.
EKIA.
UAV energy
gone.
levels at 50%.
Assault unit down.
I'm gonna die. No! He was... I'm so pissed, dude. This is so freaking frustrating. You're doing so good, man. You're doing so good. Gotta cheer up, crash my Bugatti, getting a new one tomorrow. Nice, TC son. Yo, if you're rich, bro, like, can I have $1 trillion? Thanks. Is it hard to make YouTube videos? It takes a lot of time. It definitely takes a lot of time. Rice Gum? Love Rice Gum, dude. He's hilarious. You were on a roll? Bro, we really were. Like, we were on a serious roll right there, and then we just died. Avery, he's a cool guy. I watch his live stream sometimes. What's up, Major? How you doing today, homie? Camp in a corner? Nah. I'm not going to camp in a corner, guys, because then people just know where to come find me. So, like, we'd have to patrol a certain area, but we got to, like, constantly be moving. That's the trick. That is the trick. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 subscribers away from 90.4K. If you guys are enjoying it, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new. I would really appreciate it. When you guys subscribe, you'll see your names pop up right here below my face cam, and you'll see the live sub count go up in the lower right-hand corner. How you doing today, Michael McKinley? Shout out to you, FaZe Giovanni. 1v1 me? Yo, Rambo, I got you, man. Will I do an open lobby? I don't know, guys. Probably once we get this nuked out, I may just call it a stream, because we've been live for almost 2 hours already.
Free for all. Get out there and get the win.
Ooh, okay. Dealing with a god here, I guess.
Assault unit down. Overwatch kill. Outrider KIA.
Not worth it.
Authorizing UAV release.
In the turn, sensors on capture your objective. UAV energy level if
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we just hit 91.4K. Can we get some 91.4K hype in the chat? I would appreciate it. Are you Hennis or a pro Hennis? Definitely just a Hennis, man. There's nothing pro about what's happening right now in this stream. Well, bro, what's going on with you right now? I don't know, man. I think it's just like, it's just one of those days. You know, everyone's got those off days. You know what I'm saying? We had to, like, take a deep breath, get into the right mentality. Like, we can get this. This is not like, this is something we've done before. Like, getting nuked outs, we know we can do this. We just hit 91,400 subscribers. This is a gameplay we can get. Like, we know we just have to concentrate, and we can get this. 100%. Do I have an Xbox? I do not, bro. No. But if you guys are new to the live stream, drop a like, drop a sub. When you guys subscribe, you'll see your names pop up right here below my face cam. Mentality has been switched, guys. Mentality's been switched. Let's get it. Did I just start? No, I've been live streaming for 2 hours right now. Remember, guys, we're doing a giveaway at the end of today's live stream, so make sure you guys stick around for that. This pink Uffy guy is definitely a tryhard. Stat reset, level 55.
Vector down.
God. Oh my 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 god, dude. Oh my god. We suck. Like, legitimate, we just suck. We're just really bad at Black Ops 3. Today's that kind of day? It's that kind of day, man. Exactly. It's just one of those days, bro. Do the giveaway, please. I need to go. We're going to do the giveaway soon, guys. We'll do the giveaway soon. I really want to get this nuked out, man. I really want to get this nuked out. Don't stop believing. Don't stop believing. Hey, guys. You guys know how good Korean Savage is, right? He got 2 nuked outs in 4 hours yesterday, or in a previous stream. You know how much of a god he is? It's just takes time, man. It takes time. Sometimes you just got those days, you know what I'm saying? Today's just one of those days.
Free for all.
It's that day. Exactly, chat. Exactly. We got a nice lobby here, though. Let's play this smart. Focus, hocus pocus up, chat. Subscribe. Drop a like. We're getting it nuked out. Nuked out for the level 1000 right now. Let's freaking get it. Drop a like. Drop a sub if you're new. Just like Major. He just subscribed to the channel. I appreciate it, homie. I'm gonna go hardcore, man. We don't slow down, chat. We don't slow down! I'm actually starting to go insane. Like, I'm actually starting to go insane a little bit. You gotten so unlucky at this game today. It's not even that, man. Like, we've just been playing really... I don't know if it's just that we've been playing bad, but, like, it seems like we're getting into lobbies where, like... I don't know. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't really know. Because the people don't seem good, and we're not playing extremely bad. Just weird, man. Just a weird dynamic going on right now. Let's try Metro. See how Metro fares us here. Stop using the Weevil. Hennis, stop booling. Wait, hold on. Hennis, am I in your top 20 coins? Cole JP, I don't know, man. Could check. Only show top. Cole JP, you are not. Nope. Unfortunately not. You about to get raided? Oh, who are we about to get raided by, man? Ooh. Nappy raid?
Free for all.
Who's Nappy? Yo, Unreal YouTube coming in with that dono. I appreciate it, homie. Yo, that dono's gonna be the good luck that we need right now. As we're getting raided by Nappy, we get a donation as well. This is the game, guys. This is the game. We're getting the nuked out right here, right now. Let me focus, chat. I'm sorry that raid's coming in at a really unopportune time. Or inopportune time. I appreciate the support. I really do.
Ruined. You're gone.
Establish perimeter at 10,000 feet AGL.
Clean kill.
Midway, UAV fuel check complete. UAV priority request received. Rerouting.
Infantry neutralized. Kill. Infantry neutralized. Enemy FO down. Frag!
Hostile UAV incoming.
Ruin KIA. Enemy FO down. Ambush hunter down. Tango down. Ruin down. Splash. Shut out. Good effect. Shut out.
Oh my god, dude, no. No.
Neutralized.
22-1. .22 gun streak, bro. I like the Weevil a lot, but I'm not too good with it. We choked, bro. That wasn't even a choke, bro. Like, that was just bad timing. That was just COD timing. But yeah, it still counts as a choke, man, you know? Do I know YOLO Gamer? No, I do not. Alright, so yo, Unreal YouTube donates $1, says, hello, Hennis. I rated your stream a while back. I was wondering if you could do the same. Would help me give my career a huge boost. Unreal? Possibly, man. Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate your dono, 110%. Hopefully, if you're live streaming sometime, man, at one of the times that I'm ending my stream and I notice your YouTube, I'll totally hit you up with a raid, man. Absolutely. I appreciate that $1. Can we get an Unreal spam in the chat? Not only for that guy's donation, but also for my choke. Just an Unreal, guys. Spam in the chat. I would appreciate it. Unreal. If you guys are new to the stream, please make sure you go ahead and drop a like. Subscribe as well if you are new. I would really appreciate it a ton. You guys have been killing the support today. Seriously do appreciate it a lot. The Unreal spams in the chat, man.
Free for all.
819 likes. You guys are crazy. Unreal donates another $1, man. Yo, bro, yeah, 100%. If I see you, Head over here.
Black Ops. Weapons hot.
Let's get this guy real quick.
Outrider KIA. Infantry neutralized. Ruin down. Spectre KIA. Outrider neutralized. Ruin KIA.
Midway. UAV fuel check complete.
Can I not jump up there, man? Thank you.
Outrider neutralized.
UAV power levels 5%. RTB.
Any armor charge.
I was gonna say, does this loop all the way back? Oh, it does. Nice. I didn't know that.
Ruin KIA.
HG40, dude. HG40. I don't know. Yo, someone Beasting's like, you guys, quiet. Please stay quiet. Guys, you guys don't need to be quiet in the chat when I'm going for this. You're in my lobby, Try Earth? Damn, dude. Well, hey, I appreciate you being in my lobby. Gunfight lost. Yo, Hennis, wait, hold on. He knew that he choked? Yo, bro, the choke was real, man. Choke is real. Man, that focus, though? Dude, 100%. The focus is real right now. Like, we're trying so unbelievably hard. Skyjacked is an alright map, but we'll see. We'll keep trying. We'll keep trying for a little bit longer, guys, but then I will get off. Like, eventually there will come a point when I'm just going to be like, you know what? Honestly, screw this. This is just unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's just going to come a point where I'm going to be like, no, I'm good. And I'm just going to give up on life. And we be hella close to that, boys. hella close. What's my brightness? It's just the normal brightness, man. Yo, Unreal donated again, man. Thank you, Hannah. You're a god. At the end of the stream, I'll type in the chat. I'll type in the chat. That will help me out so much. Are you gonna be? Oh, so you literally just donated, man. Holy crap! Thank you. Are you gonna be live when I? Because I only want to raid people like if they're live. You know, like so. Are you gonna be live streaming? Yeah. So you do live stream, but like, are you gonna be live when I end my stream? Because then I'll definitely go ahead and raid you. What's up, Rage? How you doing today, man? What's up, The Red? I appreciate that you're the god of BO3. I'm not the god of BO3, man. I'm over here doing my best, but like this is rough. This stream is rough. 2 hours and 15 minutes, and like the closest we've gotten, I think, is a 23 or 22. It's been a rough time, man. It's been a rough time. What's up, Lucas? Level 1000 versus level 1000. I'm not level 1000 on my account though, so like if I were to 1v1 anybody, it'd be rough. It wouldn't really count as a level 1000 versus level 1000, you know?
Free for all.
What's up, Noah? How you doing today, homie? Alright. Here you go. Oh, wait, there is a level 1000 in this match. Oh, shoot. I didn't realize. That's what you guys were talking about. Level 1000 versus level 1000. Imagine an assisted suicide, bro. I wouldn't even care. I would still count it.
And destroy.
Spectre down.
Please tell me that was level 1000, like just for my peace of mind. Inferno Divine? No, it wasn't. Unreal, bro. I just gotta hit my shots. I'm missing all my shots. I left for a while. Did the giveaway happen or not? No, not yet, man. Not yet. What's up, Corey? How you doing today, homie? Welcome to the stream, my man. Welcome to the stream, my dude. Life is rough. Life is rough. What are coins, you guys? So coins, it's a currency in my live stream that's awarded to all of you guys by the Pro Bot. There's a bot that lives in my stream called the Pro Bot that awards all of you guys with 10 coins every 10 minutes you watch the stream. And so the idea... Did you just donate again, man? Okay, I'll start my stream at the end of yours because I want to watch you till the end. Alright, man, yeah. Like, once I'm ready to start doing the raid, go ahead and, like, do that. Once I start the giveaway, go ahead and go live. Go use the VMP. I don't know, man. We'll get... Yeah, we might switch up to the VMP. We'll see. What's up, K Chris? How you doing today, homie? I subscribe. Yo, thank you, Dunkins. Appreciate it, my man. Appreciate it a ton.
CDP. AO is hot. Weapons ready.
Clean kill.
Yeah, see, my shot's just kind of off right now.
Spectre smoked.
There's a guy right behind us, too. What's up, Cole JP? Who's my least favorite YouTuber? I don't know, man. Myself right now. Oh, my goodness gracious. My goodness gracious. Alright, guys. I'm probably going to go ahead and wrap this up pretty soon. Give this a couple more tries. Oh, damn. I just came out with a video. My stream just went live. Rip. How you doing today, Lucas? Welcome to the stream, my man. Welcome to the stream. Go hardcore. Especially if we're going to switch over to the VMP, I don't want to go hardcore, though. You know what I'm saying? I feel like... Yeah, no thanks. I feel like that's just not really what I want to do. Who's my favorite YouTuber? Right now, I really like watching, Philip DeFranco. 2 more and then call it? Yeah, we'll do 2 more, guys. We'll do 2 more and then call it. Then we'll be sure to do the giveaway. We'll do the giveaway really soon here as well. What's up, Jolie? How you doing today? Welcome to the stream. We'll give it 2 more tries, guys. We'll give it 2 more tries. Did I sub? You should. Hopefully you did, Lucas. Hopefully, man. You may have your subs on private, which is why it might not have popped up on screen. How do I enter the giveaway? I'm going to explain how to do all of that, man, at the end of the stream. Yo, Two Brothers No Others raid. TBNO. Yo, I appreciate that raid. If you guys are raiding me, it means a lot. What's up, Tony? Johannes just got here. That's some bad luck, man. Still dropping that like as always. Thank you, Tony. I need a like, man. I need a like spike in the chat. Use the Kuda? Nah, we're gonna stick with the Weevil. Yeah, this guy's 599 and he's 6-1, bro. What a freaking joke.
Enemy down.
So dumb, dude. Like, literally, how do I get out of that? How do I get out of that? We're going to do one more game, guys. One more game, and then we're going to call it. We'll be sure to do the giveaway. Holy Jesus. Did we just get hit with a sub purge or what? Oh my god. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's happening to my sub count? You guys see this? Whoa, 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 whoa. Are we good? Are we good? Bro, what's happened to my sub count? Yo! My sub count's bugging. $433, $196. Communication error. Are we still streaming? What just happened? Alright, guys, we got one more game. That's YouTube for you? For real. You turned on notifications for me? Thank you, Wesley. Appreciate that a ton. Hopefully that fixes itself. I'm sure that's just a glitch. I'm sure it's just a glitch for right now. Lost 200 subs, LMAO. We lost like 300 subs, man. Combine? Nah. I want to... Whatever map we get here. Make sure you guys just stay subscribed to the channel. You guys should be fine. If you guys are subscribed, everything should be good. It's just the count that's messing up right now. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Apparently, we're jumping up like crazy amounts of subs right now. I appreciate the subs for real. When YouTube deletes all your fake subs. Bro. That's so weird. I feel like that's either an issue like with either the live YouTube sub counter or like YouTube's actual API. Thank you, LSY, for turning on notifications. Yeah, guys, this is the last attempt, and then we're gonna go ahead and do that giveaway. What's up, Emily? How you doing today? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Caden? How you doing today, Pexis? Welcome to the stream, guys. What's up, Toxic? How you doing today, Rambo BO3? Yeah, it's definitely just a glitch. Come on, Hennis. This is our last try, guys. This is our last try. And just putting that pressure on myself, we're probably gonna end up choking it. In all honesty, you will never see this. Yo, Grim, watch me, bro. I read it. How's that? How is that?
Free for all.
Alright. I'm back, Sky. Welcome back to the live stream, my man. What do I use for editing video? Sony Vegas. Nuked out for level 1000 here on evac. This is the last game of the stream. If I don't get it here, then I'm just getting off.
Mission is live.
Last chance to get a nuked out. Oh my lord, bro. Oh, this guy's got Doom in his clan tag? Yeah, this is gonna suck. Whoa, I almost killed myself, man. Holy
Sector
Jesus.
KIA.
Yeah, this is just not my day, guys. It's just not my day. It is just not my day right now. What's up, The Wolf? How you doing today, man? Last attempt gone. Do I remember you? Yes, Slap, I do remember you, man. All right, guys, you guys have been waiting long enough. I appreciate all of your patience. We'll just have to go ahead. We'll have to do another nuked out stream some other time because, like, what was the closest you got? 23. 22 or 23 was the closest we got. If you read this message, you have to mod me. Bet. I know you read this. Rez, I read it, man, but I'm not modding you. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and do this right now. We're going to go ahead and do the giveaway. If you guys are in the stream right now, excuse me, I'm about to give away a $20 gift card to some lucky member in this live stream right now. So if you guys are in here, make sure you stick around. I'm going to switch over to my giveaway screen, guys. So let me go ahead and quickly explain how this is going to work, all right? So I'm going to give you guys a specific keyword to type in the chat. Every time you guys enter that keyword, this part's really important, all right? Every time you guys enter that keyword, it's going to cost you 100 coins. All right? It's going to cost 100 coins to enter into this giveaway. All right? So basically what that means is that every time you enter the giveaway, you're going to lose 100 coins from your balance. Which means you have, you know, the more coins you have, the greater chance you'll actually have of entering this giveaway. 100 coins counts as one entry. I know some of you guys don't even have 100 coins. Some of you guys have 300. Some of you guys only have 100. Some of you guys only have 35. But the more you enter into this giveaway, the more entries you have, the greater chance you'll have of winning. All right? So like I said, every time you enter that keyword, it will cost you 100 coins. So if you have a lot of coins, don't just spam the thing, because then you'll end up using all of your coins. So be smart about how many times you want to actually enter into the giveaway. All right? I'll give you guys the keyword to enter into the chat, and then the giveaway will start. All right? So like I said, you guys can enter in as many coins as you want. Coins are a currency system that exists only in my live stream. It's given out by the ProBot. You guys are awarded coins simply by watching the stream. So you guys are awarded 10 coins every 10 minutes you watch the stream. Excuse me. And then we have these giveaways to give back to those of you guys who watch the stream a lot. So the more coins you have, the greater chance you'll have of winning these giveaways. The giveaway is going to cost 100 coins. So enter in the command only the amount of times you want to actually enter in, all right? Hopefully that makes sense. So it's going to be a giveaway. I'm about to start it right now. Like I said, this will be a $20 gift card giveaway. Once we have a winner, I'm going to go ahead and wait for that person to type in the chat. I'm going to grab that person's username. Once we have a winner, whoever the winner is, give me your Twitter so I can go ahead and DM you, and then we can go ahead and get you the gift card of your choice, all right? That's the plan right now. I can't wait to win without entering. Well, all right, you guys ready for this? We're going to start the giveaway. The entry cost is going to be 100 coins, guys. It's going to be 100 coins. 100 coins, and you can enter multiple times, all right? This giveaway is going to last for 5 minutes, guys. You have 5 minutes to enter into this giveaway, all right? What if you don't have Twitter? Then I will communicate with you through Instagram if you have that, and if you don't have Instagram, then I will communicate with you through YouTube, all right? You guys really should have Twitter, though. Like, please, please, please get a Twitter. It helps me out so much. Twitter is so much easier to communicate with you guys on, all right? All right, guys, ready for this? 3, 2, 1. I think everything's configured here. And start the raffle. All right, the $20 gift card raffle has started. Type !gift in the chat to enter into the giveaway, ladies and gentlemen. !gift to enter into the giveaway. Gift is the keyword. Keep in mind, only type !gift for the amount of times you want to enter, because every time you type !gift, it does cost 100 coins. Okay? So that's how much time you guys got right now. !gift. And this giveaway ends in 5 minutes, like I said. So you guys have 5 minutes right now to enter into this giveaway. !gift is the keyword to enter. 5 minutes, guys. While we're waiting for you guys to enter into this giveaway, I'm going to go ahead and browse through my Twitter. And hopefully answer some of you guys' messages here. I'm really hoping whoever wins has a Twitter. I'm praying to dear God. It's going to make my life 10 times easier. But yeah, you guys can see it's a $20 gift card. It doesn't have to be PlayStation, Xbox, or Steam. It's literally going to be a gift card of your choice. So once I have the winner, once I know who the winner is, I'm going to contact them, be like, hey, do you want an iTunes, $20 gift card, Amazon, PSN, Steam, Xbox? You guys make the decision. If you're outside the US, it's probably going to be easier for me just to PayPal you or buy the code for you, something like that, and then give you the code. I don't know if I can buy a code for another country if I'm not in that country. Worry about that later. But yeah. So !gift to enter the giveaway, guys. And yeah, let's see. We'll see who wins. So we got about 3.5 minutes left in this giveaway, guys. A little bit less than that. So make sure you guys enter by typing !coins. And then you guys can check your coin balance by typing !coins in the chat. Keep in mind, it does cost 100 coins to enter into the giveaway. Can you do it in pounds? Yeah, so like once we have the winner of the giveaway, I'll just go ahead and contact you through through Steam or whatever. Or not through Steam, through YouTube or through Twitter. Hopefully, that'll probably make my life a little bit easier. What's up, Hennessy's Cancer? How you doing today, man? Welcome to the stream. Alright, you guys are going in right now with the support. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Chat's moving hella quick right now. Hella quick. But yeah, make sure you check your coin balance as well by typing ! coins. Don't waste all of your coins on this one giveaway, guys, because like I said, I mean, yeah, technically you could, because you guys are going to have another month to get coins again before we do another giveaway, so all up to you guys about how smart you want to be with your coins, but does it tell me how many users have entered into the giveaway? It doesn't. Damn, I wish it told me how many people entered in. Is this the only thing we're going to write? Yeah, ! gift is the only command you got to enter in. If you guys don't have enough coins to enter into the giveaway, it doesn't matter how many times you type in ! gift. If you only have 35 coins, you type ! gift, it's not going to matter. You're not going to be entered into the giveaway. You have to have at least 100 coins to be entered to win this $20 gift card. Minute 45 seconds left, guys. Minute 45 seconds left. To enter into the gift card giveaway. How do you get coins? Yeah, so if you guys are new to the stream, you're wondering how to get coins, you, the pro bot that's in my live stream exists only in my stream, not on any other stream on YouTube. And the pro bot awards you guys with 10 coins every 10 minutes you watch the live stream. So it's literally a coin system that's based off of the support you guys show me. You don't get additional coins if you donate. You don't get additional coins if you're mods, simply by the support you guys show my stream. So that's how that works. Exactly a minute left, guys. 60 seconds to enter into the giveaway. If you're brand new to the live stream, then it probably won't matter because you probably have 0 coins. But it does cost 100 coins to enter into the giveaway. Let's see who the top coin person is now. Damn, yeah, I'm definitely seeing some people spend their coins. Damn. Yo, Optic Fab, you're no longer in first place, man. Optic Fab had so many coins, he's no longer in first place. Oh, damn, Optic Fab spent a lot of coins. Yo, damn, Optic Fab was in first place. Now he's in, like, I don't even know what position you're in now, man. You're pretty down. You're pretty low down there. Good luck, everyone. Yes, good luck to everyone entering the giveaway right now, guys. 20 seconds left. 20 seconds. Then we'll be pulling a winner. And whoever the winner is, guys, I'll just go ahead and grab their thing right out of the chat. Hopefully just highlight their username or whatever. And then I'm going to want that person to type their Twitter in the chat so I can go ahead and DM them, all right? Hopefully they have a Twitter. All right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Winner! We have the winner. You guys ready for this? Draw the winner right now. Did he go ahead and announce it? Yes, Spectacular Ducky 1. You are the winner of the giveaway. Spectacular Ducky 1. You are the winner. Spectacular Ducky, where are you in the chat? Congratulations. You are the winner of the $20 gift card giveaway. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you to everyone who entered. Spectacular Ducky, where are you in the chat, young sir? Spectacular Ducky, where are you? Yes, Spectacular Ducky, there you are, man. I see you. Yo, let me go ahead and pull up your YouTube right here. Spectacular Ducky, if you have a Twitter, type it in the chat right now. Yes, I see you, man. I see you. Go ahead and type in the chat for me, bro. Well, you already typed in the chat. Give me your Twitter link. If you have a Twitter link, man, go ahead and type that in the chat right now. Just give me your Twitter link. Literally just post it right in the stream. What's up, Luca? How you doing today? Daniel, thank you to all of you guys that entered into the giveaway. You guys are gods. But Spectacular Ducky 1 is the winner of the giveaway. Fergie, what's up? Welcome to the stream. What's up, the Pro Clan? How you doing today? Do you have a Twitter? I'm hoping Spectacular Ducky has a Twitter, man. I'm hoping for the love of God. Your Twitter is Spectacular Ducky 1. All right, bro. Hopefully you follow me. Let me head over to your Twitter right now. Spectacular Ducky. Actually, I'll communicate all this through the DMs with you. Spectacular Ducky 1. Hopefully I'll be able to find you. His Twitter is literally just Hold on. Did I grab that? Spectacular Ducky 1. Does he follow me? Yo, Spectacular Ducky, can you go ahead and tweet at me, bro? Spectacular Ducky, just go ahead and tweet. Or no, actually. Huh. Spectacular Ducky, can you post your link in the chat? Can you post the link to your actual Twitter? I just want to make sure I grab the right guy. Because I don't want someone to like change their name at the last second to give it to me. So can you post your link in the chat, man? Is that possible, or are you on mobile? Who's on top now? Cole, let me go ahead and check and see who's at the top. So the person who's at the top of is Jason Kennedy right now. Jason Kennedy currently has the most points. My how? Like your link, like you're like, I want the actual URL, like www.twitter.com/spectacularducky1. Is it literally just spectacularducky1? Because it says your thing doesn't exist, man. It says your Twitter doesn't exist. Unless that's I need your actual @, bro. I don't want your profile name. I need your @, like your actual Twitter handle. What's up, Brady? How you doing today, man? Spectacular Ducky, Spectacular Ducky. Number one God, true. Jason Kennedy, you are a God, man. Your Instagram? No, bro, if you have a Twitter. Wait, so did you give me your Instagram? Spectacular Ducky, I want your Twitter, bro. I want your Twitter. If possible. Snickers raid. What? Yo, Snickers, I appreciate you being in the stream, man. What's good, brother? What's good? Thank you very much for that raid. I'm sorry we're, like, ending our stream right now, though, guys. I appreciate all the raid members. Welcome to the raid. If you guys are new, drop a like on the stream. Subscribe as well. I do giveaways at the end of every single month. We just wrapped up our giveaway right here. Let me message you on Twitter. All right, yeah, Spectacular. Hopefully I follow you. Just go ahead and message me on Twitter, bro.
I'm streaming.
Go ahead and DM me. Let me message you on Twitter. Okay. I subbed to Ducky. Lol. Lol. Appreciate that raid, though, Snickers. Thank you very much, man. I'm sorry. It's kind of poor timing, but I appreciate the support. It means a lot. Oh, wait. Spectacular Ducky 1 and 3 others just followed you. All right. This is him. This is him. Hey. Is this Spectacular Ducky? I hope it is. What's up, Brady? How you doing today, man? All right, he's typing. I think this is him. Hi, I'm the winner. Spectacular Ducky, did I just DM you, man? Are we talking in the DMs right now? I want to make sure I'm talking to the right guy. Spectacular Ducky, verify that this is you, please. Please just, like, I DM'd you, hey, and then you responded with, hi, I'm the winner. I want to make sure I'm talking to the right guy here. You messaged me? Yeah, Spectacular Ducky, I messaged you, man. This is you? This is you? All right, good, good, good. All right, what country do you live in? It's me? All right, wonderful. We are in contact with Spectacular Ducky. I appreciate all of you guys coming out to the stream. You guys were fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and hit up Spectacular Ducky. He lives in the USA. Wonderful, man. What wonderful. What code do you want? What gift card do you want? Keep in mind, man, you get PSN, Xbox, Steam, Amazon, any gift card you want. It's valued at $20. Your card of choice. Your gift card of choice, man. And he lives in the US, so that's perfect. He wants a PlayStation gift card. I'm going to buy that right now. The only reason I'm staying alive right now, guys, is because I want you guys to, like, know that this is legit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy the gift card for this guy right now. I'm going to DM it to him, and then he's going to verify for you guys all in the chat that this is indeed him. Unreal, I got you, brother. Thank you very much for that, Dono. I will hit you up with that raid. PlayStation card. I need that $20 PSN gift card. He lives in the US, so we shouldn't have any issues. Add to cart. Proceed to checkout. Can I get a oh yeah? Oh yeah. Alright, continue. Yes. Ooh, lucky me, I've already got some gift card balance on my account. Beautiful. Alright. The order's been placed. It might take a couple seconds for the gift card just to come through. Hopefully it should come through here. You have one pending order. Alright, it's just going to take a little while. I'm going to stay live until this code actually comes through. And then I will be sure to DM it right to you, Spectacular Ducky. And then Spectacular Ducky will verify for all of you guys in the chat that this giveaway is legit. I just want to make sure, like, all these giveaways are going to be legit, guys. I literally just bought the code for them. Hopefully this order comes through quickly. This is the only thing that sucks. It takes a little while for Amazon to verify all these things. So, yo, I appreciate all of you guys that came through the stream today. You guys were all fantastic. Make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe if you were new. I would really appreciate it. You guys seriously showed a crap ton of support today, and it really, really means a lot. Seriously means a lot, guys. You have 877 likes on the stream, so we're 123 likes away from 1,000. Thank you very much for that. It means a lot. What's up, Blue Gaming? How you doing today, man? I'm just refreshing the thing here until that pending order goes away. Am I late, Jacob Cox? A little bit, man. We just finished up the stream, and we just finished up the giveaway as well. Unfortunately, the giveaway did end, guys. But keep in mind, we will be doing a giveaway at the end of at the end of next month, guys. At the end of August. So make sure you guys will be there for that. Hopefully you enjoy that giveaway. What's up, Tron? Where do I live? I live in the grand state of Maine, my dude. Vacation land. 'Tis lit. When's your next stream? English time, please, Charlie. So the next stream that I will have will be at approximately 10 p.m. Eastern time tonight, guys. We'll be doing another zombie stream. Damn, this thing is still pending, bro. Like, why do these things take so long for... Like, is there a better place I can go and buy this? Like, can I buy it right through PlayStation? Like, does PlayStation actually have a website to, like, buy gift cards? PlayStation Store. Maybe this would have been smarter, because then maybe it just emails you the code right away. Hopefully this won't take too much longer. Excuse me. Excuse me. What's my address? 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. What zombies map? It's a secret, bro. England is my city, 100%. Alright, what if I just search up, like, gift card? Yeah, no, PlayStation Store doesn't allow you to do that. What if I just search up buy PlayStation Station gift card? Will the zombie streams be with subs? Maybe, man. Maybe. Yeah. So what happens if I just go to buy now? Oh, are there store cash cards? Oh yeah, it's just gonna tell me to buy it through Amazon. Yeah, or like buy it. Yeah. Okay. Still pending here, guys. Still pending. All of you guys that are curious about whether or not these are legit, stand by. Spectacular Ducky, hopefully you're still in the live stream, man. Hopefully you haven't left. What's up, David? How you doing today, homie? It's literally saying you have pending order, so once this comes through, we should be good. And then Unreal, we'll be sure to hit you with that raid, brother. What's up, Tyler? How you doing today, homie? Oh, sheesh. I just, like, spit. Did you guys see that? Hopefully not. I'm back. What's up, YouTube dude? How you doing today, man? Spectacular Ducky, are you still in here? Yeah, you're still here? Beautiful. What's up, Jacob? How you doing today, my man? Spectacular Ducky, hopefully you'll be able to verify this very quickly, man. Like, have the page pulled up already. We can just go ahead and, like, copy the code, put it right into PlayStation so we can go ahead and verify that this is legit once and for all. God damn, dude. This thing's taking forever. Why does it take Amazon so long to verify these codes, bro? I don't know. While we're waiting, let me just peruse Twitter here for a little bit. I just don't want to end the stream because, like, I don't know, there's so much drama around channels that fake giveaways, and I just want to make sure, like, you guys know that I'm doing this legit, you know what I'm saying? This is interesting. Always interesting, man. Hi, you're so lit. Thanks, Brent. Appreciate it. The page isn't even refreshing now. Rip. 888 likes. I appreciate the likes in the stream, guys. Means a lot. Really means a lot. Alright, got it. Wait, did we? Where is it? Alright, here we go. I got you the code, man. Code is acquired. I just DM'd you the code. Spectacular Ducky. Go ahead and copy that really quick and paste that into your thing. Verify that it's real, and then tell the good people that the code works. What's up, Cool Dog? How you doing today, homie? What's up, Jake UAV? How you doing today, my man? Spectacular UAV. Hopefully you got it, brother. Or Spectacular Ducky, not Spectacular UAV. So I just DM'd him the code. What's up, Optic Fab? How you doing today, man? What's up, Robert L? I watch all your videos. Thank you, Muhammad. Means a lot, homie. What's up, Solvita? You only see 4 likes. Refresh the stream, and then hopefully you should be able to see all the likes that are on the stream. What's good? What's up, PTCC? How you doing today, man? Cam Games HD, what's up? You know where to verify it, right, Spectacular Ducky? You know where to go to like, redeem it? Redeem the code? He might be entering it into his PS4 right now. That's probably it. Just waiting for Spectacular Ducky to say that it works in the chat. Check my Snapchat. There's way too many Snapchats. It works. Spectacular Ducky says that it works. Ladies and gentlemen, the giveaway has been verified. You can see Spectacular Ducky 1 just said that it worked in the chat. Giveaway is legit. Giveaway is real. GG's. Enjoy, bro. For the heart. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get off. Yo, Andreas. Coming in with that super chat. Damn. Yippee! Andreas, thank you very much for that super chat. Seriously means a lot. Andreas, you're literally a god. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You won't see this. I'm sad, James. I see you, man. No, I didn't want to restart my PS4. I want to shut it off. All right, you guys were literally insane today, though. I honestly really do appreciate it. Thank you very much for all the love. Like, you guys were in on the support today. I'm really sorry I couldn't pull through and get it nuked out. But there will be another live stream tonight that we'll hopefully be able to have a lot of fun with. So, yeah. Should be a good time. I'm going to buy some COD points. Hey, hopefully you get yourself some DLC weapons, man. Have fun with that. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and hop off. Thank you very much for all the support on today's stream. You guys were literally all fantastic. God bless every single one of your beautiful souls. And, yeah, I will see all of you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. You're the best. I got you, Spectacular Ducky. I'll see. Oh, no, we got to do the raid. We got to do the raid. Yo, chill. We got to do the raid. Chill. I was about to literally get off. Holy God. Nobody go anywhere. Nobody go anywhere, guys. We're going to go ahead and do the raid here. Alright, beautiful. We got to do the raid, guys. We got to do the raid. We already have it decided who we're going to raid, guys. Alright, pause this. I'm going to head to YouTube Gaming. And we're looking for Unreal, guys. We're going to raid Unreal here. We're going to raid Unreal. Let's go to Games. What's up, Branny? How you doing today? Welcome to the live stream. Hey, there's us. We're number 3. Hey! Alright. Where's my man Unreal YouTube here? Oh, Snickers. That was the guy that was just raiding me. Appreciate it, man. Alright. Unreal. Unreal, are you streaming Black Ops 3? I hope you are. There he is. Unreal YouTube. Got him. Alright, he's watching the stream. Alright, guys, we're going to go ahead and do the raid right now. I'm going to post his link in the chat, and what I want you guys to do is go over to his channel and type hashtag Henna's Raid, alright? Give him the boost, boys. I would appreciate it. Hashtag Henna's Raid in his chat. Go freaking show this man some love right now. I would really appreciate it. Just spammed his link in the chat. Hopefully you guys can go over there and show him some love. I would really appreciate it. Hashtag Henna's Raid. He's doing some sniping over here. I appreciate the donos, brother. Seriously means a lot.
Oh, here's the presser. Scared. There he is. Oh. Man, almost hit him. Almost hit him, guys. Almost hit him. Unfortunate.
See you tonight. Yo, see you later, Jason Kennedy. Appreciate you stopping by, homie.
Oh, thank you, Hennis, for the raid, my dude.
I got you, homie. Yo, 40 viewers right now. Everybody make sure you drop a like on the stream. Show this man some love. He's supported my channel a lot today, so I really do appreciate it. Do your coins go away? Yeah, now that you guys have spent the coins on the raffle and you did not win, you don't get the coins back. The coins do go away. But you guys have a whole nother month to rank up coins and then enter into the giveaway, so.
Bro, my dude Hennis. My dude Hennis. hitting us up with a raid. What
Go
up,
show this man
guys?
some love, guys. I would really appreciate it.
Like on the stream and subscribe if you guys are new.
Drop a like in the stream, subscribe if you guys are new. You guys heard the man. You guys heard the man.
Thank you all so much. Love
Yo,
you.
hopefully you guys will show this guy some love. He seems like he's a pretty good S&D player. Using the sniper right here. He was hitting some pretty nice shots. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get off right now, though. Appreciate all the love. Like I said, I will be live tonight for another, for his late night zombie stream. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. So hopefully you guys will be there for that. Make sure you guys go ahead and follow me on Twitter. Twitter is @ProHennis. There's a link in the description. Turn on post notifications so you guys can know exactly when I go live. And ladies and gentlemen, that is all. I will see your beautiful faces in the next one. Until next time, everybody, keep gaming. And as always, stay cool. Adios.